How we living, everybody? Welcome. It's the Jeekly 57. This is a weekly Guilty Gear Strive tournament every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. Over here we got Shunsui, also known as Chaz-kun, recent winner of the Get Good Gambit, a beginner bracket bi-weekly on Sundays. cakecraver, a previous winner of the Jeekly Academy, a beginner bracket bi-weekly on Saturdays. So the battle of beginner brackets right here. Shunsui got a good start.
Yeah, that's definitely what you're looking for if you're playing Sin. I mean, we spent all that stamina, but, I mean, just look at the damage. You know, cakecraver definitely just needs to make something happen, and we might not be able to. This is going to be a quick first round. No, the drop! cakecraver has a chance.
Right there, Kate gave a lot of respect right there to that HackBaker after that YRC, and I don't blame them. It can be scary right there, man, especially early on. That's a time when you want to throw out those things like those DPs after those YRC. Shunsui getting that throw after that stamina cancel. cakecraver trying to get out of here, but Shunsui with that tick throw pressure, man, it's coming out crazy, and this time it's punching at the flex shield.
Yeah, that's kind of a rough situation there, especially in the situation where you're down that round and you spend that deflect shield, especially when, you know, Shunsui is shown to just try to go for those throws because you're spending that deflect shield, you don't have that burst, and suddenly you're dead. As you're going to see it in the replay right here, just spends that deflect shield, no chance to get that burst back because you would have, but ends up getting caught out by that overhead into the immediate super. Yeah,
and then, I mean, you're sitting there, you just got thrown 3 times in a row, and you're like, damn, I'm looking out for that last throw, but Shunsui then finally hits you with that hoof stomp. So getting that mental stack in there, pretty devious, I'd say. Good start for them. I mean, that sometimes those game ones, man, they are that fast, especially characters explosive as Sin. cakecraver trying to get something started with that 5H from a distance, going to burst you back to get something started here, and you're going to get it just like that. But Shunsui slowing you down with that HackBaker.
You know, I feel like we've seen a lot of mileage come out of that HackBaker. You know, I was talking about earlier, just getting HackBaked over here. We got no stamina on the side of Shunsui, though, so we have a chance, but not if we get just slid under the low profile on Elcon doing work.
A lot of damage here. Shunsui going to 6P you back, but we're also going to get 6 speed on that jump in. Trying to get something started with that 5H after the YRC is going to push us back. Good block on that charge dust. Shunsui a little aggressive with that charge dust, but we're going to get that pickup afterwards on that next interaction, getting that first round.
Yeah, and Jeek, one thing I'm noticing is that you especially see this in the Elphelt Leo matchup, but cakecraver is kind of just needs to adapt to Shunsui just throwing out those DPs because you kind of see it. Well, it's definitely something that Elphelt's definitely susceptible to, and Shunsui is, I don't think is going to be afraid to just throw those out the set.
Good hit right here. FD blocking you back, but that's what that stamina does. It gets you in regardless. No stamina, no meter, so blocking that overhead is crucial here. We're able to get out of this corner. Cake hasn't gotten something started yet, but has the meter to do so if we get one more hit. But Shunsui able to stall you out a bit. Good back throw, getting the punish. This is the time to get some damage on the board. The YRC comes out. Shunsui with a really good jump out.
Oh, cakecraver blocking correctly, techs the throw. 1 HP in a dream. We bait the DP. Nice counter hit coming out here. One more chance to do it, but we can't get DP'd. And that's the chip damage. Going to be closing out that second game out here for Shunsui.
Solid stuff, man. You see Cake is not holding any of these hoof stomps, though. Good stuff. Did Sen just get on the stand, by the way? I think Sen got a little aggressive getting on the stand. Hold on. Sorry, I'm talking to that replay. Hold on. Wait. Sen, a little early there, homie. Sen, a little early there, homie.
Sen just really excited.
Is audio good? Do I need to actually turn Medikit up, y'all?
Yeah, it might be quiet. Hold on.
Audio's good. Chat's saying audio good. I trust y'all, chat. If I need to turn someone else up, I wish I could Jeek right now. Okay, thank you. If I need to turn someone up, you let me know. But here we go. We're going in this third game, and I think I saw a character swap right there. We're running the mirror Medikit.
You know, who knows? You know, maybe Shunsui's just not as locked in on that mirror, and that's something where, you know, especially if you're down 2 games, I'd be willing to experiment.
Yeah, man, you gotta get something started right there. Shunsui aggressive with that burst. Getting caught by that HackBaker, though, didn't get the punish. And good pickup right there from Cake, trying to get something started. We're dancing around. I'm trying to keep track of the sins right now, y'all. Of course, cakecraver's on the red. Shunsui is on that white sin.
gonna be Shunsui on a set point with a nice bait on that DP, just kind of blocking it out. Cakecraver maybe being a bit too willing to just kind of throw those out. Shunsui's definitely locked in on just kind of waiting it out, playing that really patient offense.
Strong stuff. Getting us through. Cake does have that burst. We can use it defensively or we can use it for a wild assault. Good bait right there on that Hawkbaker, able to get in. That Season 4 Sin can no longer stamina cancel on those block Hawkbakers. So look at that damage, man. Cake finally getting something started here. That YRC slows things down.
Oh, just trying to go for a little bit of those aerials, you know, just a little bit of same brain cell action here. Gonna be getting a nice wall break. Burst, I don't think it's gonna come back in time for Cakecraver, but we have the meter. We need to make something happen here.
Burst to slow things down. Pretty confident right there from Shunsui. We got this RTL in the air. Doesn't get that whiff punish. And in fact, Cake gets some damage started. Didn't have the meter to keep it going. A lot of respect given to that Hawkbaker from Cake. And Shunsui takes it, says, hey, I'll take that respect. Closing this one out 3-0. Solid stuff. Good swap right there from Cake. Here we go. Sen apparently going to have a few characters, y'all. We'll have to see if that comes up. But we're starting off on this Johnny. Cringe on this Axel. Now this Axel can keep you back, but those stamina, excuse me, I'm talking about the last game. Those misfinder cancel forwards can really get across the screen, especially that step dash as well. But Cringe right now getting stuff started with that Ren Sen, trying to keep you pushed back with that far slash. We're shaking hands out here, Medikit, but Sen gets his first pickup.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an unfortunate throw attempt there, just a bit out of that range. Either that or is a bit too plus. Either way, nice PRC to keep us safe. So we're just kind of running that Johnny pressure. Doesn't go for the TK, but we get hit by that 2S. Quick closeout to that first round.
Solid stuff. Did that 2S after Cringe. Trying to go for that hit. We're checking connection out here, Medikit. We'll be all right. Hopefully we can get through this match. But right now, Sen like getting deflect shielded back. Cringe. Oh my god, that was a perfect dance around that Ren Sen right there.
Yeah, I love that. I love when that happens when you look at like certain movements of certain moves and they just either hop over. It just looks like you're just neo dodging everything. Of course, I can't say that much about ABBA hop kick because I'd be lying.
Yeah, you're mid crushing monster with that ABBA hop kick. But right now, Axel is getting this wake up super. Send full screen, but only needs one more hit to close out this round. Let's see if Cringe gives them the chance to do so, though. Looks like it's going to be that far slash to take it.
Yeah, definitely a smart decision from Cringe. Just try to disengage upon noticing, hey, I whiffed that 6H there, but unfortunately, just Sen just catching that backdash. Maybe either did it a bit too early or just either way ended up getting caught out there, taking that first game.
Strong stuff. Good start right here. Medikit was saying before the stream, y'all. Or rather, on the stream before the VOD, if you're a YouTube watcher, Medikit was saying Sen may have a Bridget. But apparently he's been on this Johnny for a minute, so maybe this is her preference here in this matchup. Right now, Cringe going to push you back with that 5K. Ren Sen to start things off right here. Sen pretty patient, though. Cringe capitalizing on that gold burst. So now you're on a clock, right? You want to get on top of that Axel. You don't want them to get meter for free. Because now this YRC is going to give him another chance, but great back throw.
Yeah, just nice denial of getting any advantage off of that YRC, because now we don't really have any resources and we're stuck in the corridor against Johnny. Definitely a scary concept, but not if we have that really heads-up 2K from Cringe here. Oh, Cheek, what an unfortunate side swap.
Oh, I mean, Cringe ain't saying that's unfortunate. Cringe actually going to Axel Bomber loop you into the death screen. Great stuff right there. Sen was cooking for a minute, but Cringe said, hey, you can't drop anything against me. Good block on that misfinder, zoning you back. Sen very patient.
Yeah, I like the decision. Tried to maybe see if we could get a cheeky little misfinder there, but upon noticing that, just wasn't going to be in that range, just kind of disengaged. Oh! Rensen, that winner cherry barely not hitting, so we're able to get a nice wall break out here before that burst comes back. It's going to be kind of scary for Cringe. Going to be able to see if Sen's able to make the most of it, though, because we do have that burst, we do have that meter G.
Well, repeat of the last situation. Did we time it this time? Can Johnny jump? Excuse me. Can Johnny safe jump that right there? I'm not even sure. I don't know if Johnny has a safe jump right there, but we're going to card you right through that Ren Sen full screen. Sen said, hold this 50 tension.
Oh, there's that TK misfire finally coming out, able to secure that round in a pretty succinct fashion there. And honestly, I'm honestly not too sure if I80 JH actually safe jumps there. I feel like it might be just a bit too slow.
Oh, Hail Mary Axel Bomber right there. Sen said, line it up for me, man. I got 100 tension to play with. Dancing over that 2H from Cringe. Going to spend that 50 tension on the card pop. Oh my god, that killed. I was going to be talking about the next interaction there, Medikid. I didn't think that one was going to kill, but Sen said, hey, I'll take it.
It's what that low scaling does to you. It leads you to dark and mysterious places.
You know what? We did it pretty early there, huh? And then also Sen had that 50 tension on the back foot, right? So even if that didn't kill, hard knockdown. We got 50 tension for mix. I mean, damn, you probably can. Maybe you can even RC right there. Maybe you can. I don't know if you can red RC. You can't red RC that, so maybe not actually. But point is that Sen had a lot to play with.
Yeah, the second you get that hit, that either way, you know, that was kind of a checkmate situation here going into this game 3. We've seen Cringe just kind of cook up a bit, but maybe need to see a bit more containment on that Johnny, I think, G.
We'll see. In some zoning. Sen just trying to hop right in. This is definitely the most aggressive Sen has been about getting in, but look how much, I mean, I'm just going to keep it a buck, man. Look how much better at getting in that step dash is versus the vault, right? I mean, the step dash, you got that, you're able to, you don't have a real dash block, but you're able to be a little bit more patient with it. You're able to get right in under those Ren Sens. And now we're going to send you to the wall. Sen with a really good start here.
Oh! That was an evil little setup. I like it.
Yeah, shit, we all got grabbed right there, man.
I for one, am not teching that.
I'm not teching that, and I'm going to Twitter saying something about Johnny. But no, that was all Sen right there. Good stuff. Cringe. Getting counter hit on that low misfinder. Trying to get something started, showing that DLC 2K. Trying to get out of this corner with these Ren Sens. But Sen is just so patient, blocking them back. Getting her turn back. Getting this card pop from the Raptors. And canceling into the super early. So Cringe didn't even have a choice to burst there or not.
Yeah, gonna be difficult for Cringe to kind of take this back here, especially with that tension coming up. And, you know, as I live and breathe, as I say it, that is Sen taking the set 3-0. Very strong Johnny play here tonight at the Jeekly 57. Alrighty, everybody. Howdy, howdy. We at the Jeekly 57 here, we got YoYoMaster 23 on that Bridget fighting the other YoKai rep. Last match we had Sen up, and now we have Mouqui on that Ramlethal trying to take it over the yo-yo slinging bounty hunter. And, you know, truth be told, YoYoMaster's kind of cooking up right now.
Yeah, Yo-Yo had a really good start right there. Great stuff. Shouts to Mouqui, by the way, in that Jeek League. They're on one of the teams. They had a pretty good showing last week. If you're watching this on YouTube, the VOD should be up soon, so you'll be able to see Mouqui killing in that Jeek League. Right now, Yo-Yo, though, killing on this Bridget. I haven't seen YoYoMaster here in a minute here in the Jeekly, man, but we're counter hit confirming those 5Hs into those scooter hard knockdowns. That is fire. Great stuff right there from Yo-Yo, getting the optimals off that counter hit 5H.
Honestly, YoYoMaster's kind of running away with it. Gonna need to bait the burst out here. Not able to. Mouqui has a chance, but even then, there goes that Yo-Yo fireball there. YoYoMaster just one-sided beatdown, it looks like.
Those game ones here in Strive can be like that, man. Ain't nothing but a thing. Hot stuff right there. Mouqui trying to get it started, but Yoqui, Yoqui, goddamn. Yo-Yo with such a lead right there. Went for that read 236H to get that angled yo-yo. Hot stuff right there. If that misses, man, I mean, honestly, like, we don't talk about this, but if Yo-Yo missed that, Mouqui just stayed on the ground, that's actually kind of bad. Like, because now your yo-yo isn't set. You don't have access to that fireball, and you're playing against goddamn Ramlethal, bro. You got to deal with those far slashes, those 5Hs, so that's kind of a risky play, low-key, but Yo-Yo right here with one game up.
Oh, 100%. If there's anybody I believe to kind of take it back and adapt, it is Mouqui. Very strong Ramlethal player, but I mean, again, we've seen some insanely strong Bridget play coming out here. Not able to block that cross-up explosion, though. It's really hard to block.
Windshield wipering you back. That's a Season 4 Ramlethal change, being able to cancel into that. Windshield wiper, the YRC. Pretty smart right there from Mouqui, able to slow things down and get that throw into that S tether, but we're reading that throw attempt. Mouqui a little aggressive right there with that. We got 50 tension on the side of this Bridget, and look at that space scooter, man. That's like some high-level Bridget play right there. You're probably used to the Bridgets you see going for that same speed on that scooter every time holding forward. I know I'm guilty for it, but Yo-Yo showing you in the last game and this one that slowing down that scooter can be deadly.
It's also, you know, a bit of that, like, maybe a heads-up bit of read there, because, again, Mouqui maybe a bit scared on that, trying to interact with Bridget in that scenario. Went for that backdash, and yoyomaster is able to catch it just immediately.
Red RC to keep that wreck is safe. Dude, both these players with some really well-timed YRCs. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving it too much credit, but that, you know, really good delays on these YRCs from both these players. Catching that backdash right there. Yo-Yo still got you in the corner. Maybe not too much of a pickup, but we got you in the corner. And checking with that 2P on that flip kick from Mouqui. Looking out for this sword. Nice pop right there. Yo-Yo wants to spend that burst. Feels good about this round.
Oh, I like that. Backdashing, barely getting out of that Bridget 5H spacing, but we're not able to escape just yet. Going for that second roll, and we're going to be able to get the wall stick before the burst comes out. yoyomaster taking 2 games in a row.
Dude, hot stuff right there from yoyomaster. And honestly, shouts to yoyomaster for waiting there, because Mouqui just got their burst back, right? If you had red RC'd a little too early, then Mouqui actually gets a chance to use their burst here and then get off of that wall. But Yo-Yo said, hey, I believe in the charged dust. I know it's going to kill. Good stuff. Not even going to give Mouqui a second chance. And in fact, we're on to this third game right here. Yo-Yo's got a solid start, but you said it earlier, Medikit, if someone's going to be taking it back, it's going to be Mouqui.
I mean, we've seen some insane plays, some insane results from Mouqui as well. So again, you know, if there's anybody I believe in, it's Mouqui, and I'm not biased just because they commentated.
That's right. Shouts to that wild ride on Sundays. Mouqui did commentate for this one. I think it was last week, right? So good stuff.
Yeah, it was last week.
S-Sword keeping us here in this corner. We're getting that Ramlethal pressure going. Nice JD, but Mouqui was ready with that burst. Says, no, I got to get around, homie. We're in game 3. I got to get at least a round here. I got to play my game. Yo-Yo spending that burst as well, but this time pretty good for that Yo-Yo because of the swords, but great throw from Mouqui, keeping this Bridget in the corner.
Oh, dropped a couple of those routes there, but we have a chance to stabilize. Yep, and there's that 5K going to be able to take that round, put a point on the board. yoyomaster with not that much burst.
Oh, good pickup on that roll. You're going to deal this damage, going to take you to that corner. 2S gets that pickup, man. That's lethal. That is lethal. Oh, maybe went for Roger Super there. But right now, we got 100 tension, but Mouqui's probably not going to give us a chance to use it, or at least not anytime soon, trying to keep us in this corner. Yeah, okay, great PRC right there, because that H-Sword was about to fuck you up. I'm going to keep it a buck, man. Yo-Yo got this awesome route to take Mouqui here to the corner. We got to see if the burst comes out, but it looks like it's not going to. You're not going to get a chance. Yo-Yo is going to take us to set point.
Yeah, Mouqui opting for that reversal super there instead of bursting, and ended up falling victim just to that safe jump. We still have a chance to kind of take it back, because again, you know, rounds are now evened up. But again, we have yoyomaster on that burst, and I mean, the second Mouqui has let yoyomaster out of like ram pressure, like yoyomaster has just been a master at maneuvering around the swords, maneuvering around those longer normals, as we just see right here.
Good YRC. Oh, okay, yes. Honestly, Yo-Yo has gotten a hit out of both of those S-Sword attempts. So Yo-Yo saying, hey, I'm not even going to fucking guess this time. I'm going to spend that burst. Going to try to get out of this. Has that 50 tension. Able to dance around that H-Sword, but Mouqui pushing us back with that S-Sword medikit, and Mouqui getting one at least here on the board. Maybe the start to something special.
It's the beginning of the Mouqui mayhem. You know, it's that ram difference.
Man, and that S-Sword. Man, that S-Sword against DP characters, bro. Of course, it always feels bad getting your DP baited. It always feels bad, you know, getting that projectile, pushing us out of that DP. But something about S-Sword doing it, bro, at that perfect angle, that shit hurts. But here we go, going into game 4.
And that was a huge momentum boost for Mouqui as well, just being able to bait that DP out with that S sword, as opposed to just blocking normally, because it's like, well, didn't even have to worry about it. Instantly just building that risk up. YoYoMaster not getting opened up by much of it. Then it ends up getting hit by that sword. Mouqui closing out the round, looking to tie it up with a perfect.
Here we go. Good stuff. Dunking us down with that JH, but good pickup there from Yo-Yo. Mouqui with a nice backdash, though. Said, hey, I'm feeling that throw coming. What a lot of damage off of that bait throw right there. Yo-Yo able to deflect shield back this Ramlethal and DP through the gaps. And that Rekka calling back out the deflect shield from Mouqui, in fact. Dude, this is going to be a cool route. If anyone's going to have a cool Yo-Yo route, unfortunately. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh! I thought that was a drop, but no, that was mixed, dog.
Evil setup. I'm all here for it. But Mouqui has got a different story to tell. Looking to tie it up. Spends the 50-meter, goes for the sword. Ends up getting caught. No.
Man. Yeah.
A tragedy has befallen us this day.
Yeah, I mean, probably thought that the explosion wasn't going to come anymore because of that 236H in the air. But it didn't hit Ramlethal, right? She blocked it, so... Right, because if it hits her there, it cancels the sword. Am I wrong, guys?
Yeah, it goes away on hit, but not on block.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff right there. So we're going to, dude, we're going to, as fast as we got those first two, Mouqui got 2 back. So here we go, going into game 5.
Mouqui's over here, took the first game, and it's the beginning of the end. We got the data rounds we needed. YoYoMaster deciding to spend that burst, maybe a bit aggressively, trying to stabilize, trying to get that momentum back. But I mean, Mouqui just again responding in kind, immediately locking YoYoMaster down yet again, about to go through that wall with a little bit of Morto Bato.
Look at that damage back, man. YRC, okay, there you go. The YRC connected, able to slow down. I didn't keep track of what sword it was. Keep it a buck. Oh, it was H sword.
It was H sword.
Once I saw the S sword, then I knew it was H sword. Good stuff right there. Mouqui all of a sudden on set point medikit.
If we don't know which sword it is, we will know very shortly. Oh, JH connects here. We've seen Mouqui go for those round start, the JH round start, fairly often in the set. It's ended up working out pretty nice for us. As we get YoYoMaster locked down in this corner. And I mean, it feels like such a difference between the first 2 games of the set. Mouqui's just locked in and not letting YoYoMaster escape or really get any of that momentum back at all.
Oh my God. That was a very confident air throw right there, even in the face of Yo-Yo's JK. Only one more hit to take it, and it's going to be the JD Mouqui with a really great comeback. You can't forget how strong Yo-Yo played in those first 2 games, but good stuff to Mouqui for closing it out.
Alrighty, everybody. We got the Baiken mirror coming up. We got HackFraudWizard here on the good old right side of the screen. We got fourhops on that Baiken as well. Fourhops recently getting, I believe, a TNS top 8 in insane placements. But we got HackFraudWizard kind of on lock with that parry here, making fourhops spend that burst pretty early. We might be seeing a little bit of a hack fraud round here, especially with that blocked YRC.
Man, solid stuff there from HackFraud. Also, HackFraud, I'm going to say it for the VOD, homie. You've been giving us a lot of raids recently, so we really appreciate that love you've been showing. Thank you very much. Cooking on that Baiken. Cooking right now as well. Unfortunately, I put y'all into the mirror. I swear to God, that wasn't on purpose. HackFraud going to send you through with this Baiken super in that tether. Man, look at that damage.
The red, it's so much damage. Fourhops able to escape here. We have a chance to kind of make something happen, especially with the amount of options Baiken has, especially off this tether knockdown. We just need to make something work. Nice whiff punish, but not able to get a full conversion.
That's a lot of damage, medikit.
It is. It's also a lot. It's also the game. HackFraudWizard taking game 1.
Solid stuff right there. Solid stuff right there. HackFraud getting that first game. Shoutouts to Luna real quick with that raid, homie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, friendo. Hopefully it was fun. Hopefully it was fun. Sometimes one of us got to go 0-2. I'm keeping it a buck. It's going to be one of us. Normally it's me. When I'm entering stuff, it's me. We'll see. Both these players, though, we're pretty far in the bracket at this point, Medikit. I think in order to get to where we are now, you would have already had to win 2 games. So these are where those killers start coming out, man. This time it's going to be fourhops coming in on against this HackFraudWizard, building up that risk. That's a good burst too, right? Because even with all that risk on HackFraud, you don't want them to gain that extra tension by cashing out on that risk on the offense. Great block right there on that Yozansen from fourhops. I'll go ahead and get some colors on the screen, by the way. HackFraudWizard, of course, that black Baiken, fourhops on that gray.
Oh, nice counter hit there. Nice read on that parry attempt from HackFraud. Suddenly, that's another round to HackFraud's name. fourhops has, you know, a lead on that burst, but you still need to get it back, especially having it. It's going to take a minute for it to come back this late in this little game here.
And I gotta say, man, both these players, knowing when to punish those S tethers, knowing when to punish those parries, blocking those TKO Zonsens, these Baiken players know how people want to play Baiken, man.
Oh, 100%. That's part of what makes playing the mirror, you know, kind of feel so weird, because it's like, well, they know quite literally all my tricks because they're the ones doing them as well. So it's definitely interesting to see how people kind of approach the mirror, and we see fourhops just kind of, I guess, counter-adapting, just putting a round on the board.
You call it counter-adapting. I call it full send, bro. fourhops just woke up with the Yozansen off the ground. That I got you, homie.
That's what I call a little bit of GNF, a little bit of gap and finesse.
There you go. fourhops got that tether applied. Getting some good meaties out here. Pushing us back with that tatami. But, dude, look, oh, my God. Look at this pickup that HackFraud just got. Off of that JP, off that tatami. We got 100 meter to play with. What's the mix? It's going to start off with blocking this super. No, wait, no. We pressed.
Maybe went for, like, just a quick little button there. Unfortunately, got caught out, but there's a super of our own. Responding in kind, and we have 50 meter to RC it. No scaling because it's a super starter. Not able to kill, though.
It was just a drop them all. Holy shit, the Matcherino. Holy shit. Marky D333. You're going to see it on the replay. Look at the Matcherino bottom left corner of the screen.
That's my goat right there.
Holy fuck, dude. Marky, that's
Marky
insane,
upgrading.
homie. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to keep it a buck. All right? I don't mean to make it awkward. I'm going to keep it a buck, though. Jeekly's been putting out a lot of money in prize pools for, like, the past 5 months. All right? I'm going to keep it a buck. It's been mainly Marky D333. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Thank you very much, homie, for supporting Guilty Gear. Not just the Jeekly, but Guilty Gear Strive, man. Everyone looks forward to those prize pools. Thank you so much. Right now, fourhops. fourhops and HackFraud doing a full screen H. Kabari handshake.
You know, a little bit. You know, it's a little bit of professional courtesy, just being like, hey, you know, we're playing the mirror. We got to do it. We at least got to do it once.
Yeah, it's business as usual out here, man.
Yeah, fourhops just try not to get knocked down to that loser side before those top 8 qualifiers. But I mean, HackFraud's been playing insanely strong, building that meter. Oh, getting that tether. And that might be, actually, it's not going to be enough to kill, but I mean, one more interaction is going to do it.
Ooh. That jump JS was a Yozansen. Y'all know. fourhops said, I don't care. I'm sending you to the wall. Look at that damage, man. fourhops got a lot of tension. Oh, wait, no, I'm getting the meter mixed up. HackFraud's the one with that 50 tension, and we are down that round. But good super timing right there from, oh, the PRC keeps it safe, actually. Dude. We're on set point, Medikit.
Again, just, you know, first of all, that was hype. Second of all, amazing PRC back here. HackFraud just stabilizing so well, just running that Baiken vortex.
fourhops running this damage, though, catching that backdash with the close slash. We're going for a reset here. Oh, we're trading with the 4-framers, I think that was. getting in with that 2H red RC. We got Stun Dipper at home, man. Calling you out with that 2P, that 5P rather. Oh my god, that's enough to kill. Nice job routing into that wall swap there from fourhops. We're taking game 3.
You know, fourhops, we've seen the same exact situation happen last set, actually. We might see another reverse 3-0.
We'll see, man. First 2 games for 3-0s, and then we got a reverse 3-0. So maybe, I mean, I'm not trying to jinx anyone. Like I said, I'm biased. HackFraud been raiding the channel quite a bit recently, homie. I didn't forget. Appreciate that, my man. Fourhops, no bias. You're playing well. You're both playing well. We'll see how you play out in this 4th game.
Oh, maybe probably wanted to go for that same thing there. I feel like we've seen that a lot of times as well with the H-Kabari handshake, and then both of them IEDing in probably to JS. HackFraud ended up winning that interaction.
Oh, man. Even Baiken players get hit by that cross-up Yozansen, man. But not twice in a row, though. Good block right there from fourhops. Jumping over that 2H, trying to get some started with that JS. Dude, good job keeping yourself safe with these PRCs. Both those players are so good at using that PRC to, you know, punish the whiff punish. Right now, HackFraud coming out on top in this round.
You know, that's the classic. You have the life lead control space. Ends up working out well. HackFraud back on that set point.
Man, we had the turbo mod out there for a second with those Patamis right there. I'm going to keep it a bug. The Baiken voice actors couldn't even keep up. Fourhops getting some counter hits here. Unfortunately, getting some drops after, and really good check right there from HackFraud on that follow of Kabari. We're in the air, getting around that throw. The PRC comes out. I already said it, man. These players are so good at that PRC.
Oh, goes for that S hitter yet again. It's that win con activated, but the JH using that to our advantage. Fourhops spending everything to try to not let HackFraud kind of stabilize here. It ends up working out for us. Fortunate that we had to spend that wild assault to do it, because now we're down a bit of that burst on the potential last round here.
Ooh, aggressive burst right there from HackFraud. HackFraud said, nope, not giving you another game, homie. I'm here on set point, and I'm going to take it with this far/starter, the S tether, keeping fourhops in your face. So look at this damage, man. Even before this super, we got the hard knockdown. We cashed everything out. Now, fourhops does have that burst to play with and is about to get that 50 tension, basically, in just one more interaction. So maybe we'll get a chance for some mix as well.
Unfortunately, was not able to get that conversion off that counter hit, but at this point, HackFraud's just perfectly content to just try to control that space.
Oh. I don't even know what we traded with, bro. HackFraud only needs one more hit to close out this game, and it's going to be on that tatami. Fourhops was coming up to do some cheek clapping, but this time it's going to be going to HackFraudWizard.
Everybody, one and all. We just got off the ride for one mirror. We're on the Sin Kisuke experience here. We got Crawm on that left side. Crawm plays a really aggressive Sin, I feel. You know, especially with those use of that Hawkbaker. But either way, on that right side there, we got Kaneda, extremely strong, extremely smart Sin player. So very excited to see how we're doing. Instantly going for that Ride the Lightning here, so we don't let Crawm burst at all.
Yeah,
and there it is. There's that DPM, just no fear.
Keep that defensive mechanic in their back pocket, because now at this point, Crawm has to say, like, hey, do I even want to use it at all? Defensively or even offensively, right? But I mean, if it's going to close you the round, of course you're going to use it. Right now, Crawm has got this Kaneda in the corner, but that wake-up RTL is going to check that 6K. Unfortunate drop right there from Kaneda. I think they wanted to spend that 100 tension to ensure that we got the round. Now we're going to have to get some mix. It's going to be that PRC 2H to close it out. It was looking scary there for a second. Of course, the life lead was in Kaneda's favor.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with Crawm just being really aggressive with the Hawkbakers. Again, you just see if there is an opportunity to send it, Crawm's probably sending it.
Ooh, that on-hit throw. Doing that dead frame 5P right there as well. Kaneda's got you jailed back here, but we're calling out that dust with the PRC, man. Every player tonight has been doing so good with those PRCs, Kaneda included. Crawm with some good FD blocks trying to get out of this corner, but Kaneda is going to close out this first round.
I mean, it closes it out in a fairly convincing fashion. Just definitely feel like it already has a lock on how Crawm wants to kind of maneuver the mirror here.
Good FD blocks right there from Crawm, getting defensive. Here we go, guys. Going to the second game. Bursting out early, Crawm saying, hey, I saw how strong this Kaneda is going to be. I don't even want to let you have a start, but Kaneda going to go ahead and burst right back, so even resources on both sides.
Oh, it goes for that follow-up, gonna wall stick.
Ooh, that 2S, send the 2S bot. Gonna go ahead and go that Kara cancel barrel. Still close enough to get the wall break, by the way. God damn, even up in the life, but Kaneda was the one with that resource lead. But unfortunately, that deflect shield getting baited. Well, that depends on who you're rooting for. Crawm cashing out with that positive bonus, looping it. In fact, man, Kaneda hasn't had a chance to spend this 100 tension. If we can do it, though, we can deal some damage. Crawm getting that burst back, by the way. That's the advantage of bursting so early on. Crawm may even choose to do so with this 100 tension if we get picked up again.
Oh, there's that burst out. Not going to be able to confirm the kill. Nice PRC back. Crawm noticing that HackFraudWizard was coming out. Kaneda trying to just secure the round. Crawm only needs that one more hit, but Kaneda finds it first, and especially with that tension, that's going to be Kaneda taking another round.
Dog, that was a cheek clencher ass round right there from both of these players, man. And then sharing the brain cells right there on the, I think that was the 2D. Good stuff. Crawm is the one starting off this round, but some good blocks right there from Kaneda is going to be able to get a throw in. Crawm with some good FD blocks, in fact, able to far slash you back. And then going to cash out with this RTL. That main wall break, I think we're close enough. Good stuff right there from Crawm.
Look at the red. That's some Guilty Gear damage if I've ever seen it. Goes for that RC there, especially the charge just route. Gonna be able to maybe see a kill. Yeah, there it is.
All right. We both did 2D on the last round start, but this time a little more patient from both of our players. Trading those Hawkbakers back and forth, though. Saying, no, mom, it's my turn to play. Dizzy. It's my turn to play. Beak driver in back, but we didn't have the stamina to cancel quite yet, but we did have the RC. Look at this damage, man. Good stuff. And Kaneda keeping that stamina, by the way. So we're going to go into this wall break with no tension, but some stamina to play with. Crawm is going to let you do so.
Going through with that clean hit. Insane amount of damage, insane amount of corner carry. Gonna be able just to loop it, especially with that positive bonus coming in, but we need to be aware. There it is. There's that backdash BRC option. We get hit by the overhead, but it combo drops. Kaneda has a chance to stabilize and take a second game. We have burst coming up. There it is on that Hawkbaker. Jeek, what are we doing?
Oh, we're PRCing. I'm out here PRCing my shit right now. I'm guiltying as fuck right now. Hoof stomp from downtown. I can't believe I went there on comms. Kaneda getting game 2.
Yo, I got meter on my character. I'm PRCing my shit.
I'm PRCing my shit right now. I'm stamina canceling as fuck right now, man. Good stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Another mirror coming out right here. Both of our players. Dude, Sin is so bad against Sin, bro. The 2S going under the beak driver. The far slash going over the 2S. But Kaneda getting this pick up. Able to weave in that eat as well before we get that iron barrel. Crawm does have this 50 tension to play with on the other side. Kaneda with a really cool dead frame 5P right there. Or safe jab, I should say. I think that's a safe jab, man. I'm still learning my Sin right now. Kaneda teaching us today, though, putting us on set point.
You know, I feel like every time this happens, I think I talk about it. Either way, though, clean hits look so cool. Give them to more characters, please. Goes for a nice little dash cancel throw here. Crawm doesn't have that burst, so I mean, the second Kaneda really just gets that stray hit, it might just be kind of over here. But that's, hey, that's if we find the hit. Crawm definitely just trying not to let that happen here. Going for that Tyrant Barrel wall break. Kind of low stamina, but yeah, I mean, we've seen Crawm kind of cook up before.
And in fact, Crawm with that positive bonus may get another chance to burst here, Medikit. I mean, look how much burst we have after that wall splat right there. Kaneda does have their own positive bonus cooking, but Crawm, even if they get hit here, they have another chance with a defensive burst if they use it. But dude, these wild assault routes are crazy.
Yeah, I know. I believe I spoke about it at the beginning of the set here, but Crawm is just an insanely aggressive Sin player. Spent everything to try to get that opening, not able to find it, but we have 50 tension back. Not gonna matter. Kaneda takes the set. 3-0.
Guys, welcome to the Jeekly 57. We got Egg Toucher. It's Lakey. You guys sick of these Baikens? We saw fourhops and HackFraudWizard earlier on stream, and we also got Vod Command. Y'all see that tag, by the way? No bias. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. Both of these players did some massive upsets to get here. Lakey taking it over Clone 3-0 and Baiken taking over Lurie 3-0. So massive upsets. Both of these players on a hot one today. We'll see who comes out on top. Lakey's got a really good start.
And I mean, you're talking about massive upsets. Lakey's been on like an insanely hot week. If you all were looking at TNS this week, Lakey sent Jack to losers in pools.
Oh shit, that's you know what, dog? I think I saw that on Twitter. You're right about that, Medikit. Right now, Lakey, a force to be reckoned with, I think. Going to turn that H-Kabari Red RC into a wall splat if we can get that second JD to hit. Baiken with some good defense right here, man. Now, we lost that round, but hopefully you guys get to see it in these next couple. This Potemkin is so hard to hit, dog. Their defense is so good.
Yeah, and we saw Vod Command just being really stalwart in that last round there, just kind of unfortunately getting opened up by trying to escape. Oh, that's an unfortunate counter here. There we go. Smart decision there from Lakey, just using that super early to deny that burst, because you saw it was about to immediately come up the next hit.
Good stuff. Lakey pushing us back. Red RC to get on top. As tether applied. Oh, Vod Command didn't even get a chance to burst Medikit, but we got that Potemkin HP. We're going to stay alive here. But, dog, it is not looking good.
Oh, we have a chance here going for those Garudas. Not going to find the mark. Goes for the air throw. Not able to find it. JH going to secure the round. No burst is going to be used. We're saving it for the 401k.
Man, solid stuff right there from Lakey with that double jump right there. Had it stored just in case for a rainy day. You're talking about having to put that burst away in your 401k, bro. Lakey just pulled out of the rainy day fund with that second air jump to get away from that air grab. Good stuff right there, man. Lakey playing so hot tonight, bro. Medikit said earlier in TNS, Lakey had a good run. We'll see how they're doing against this Baiken man right here.
I mean, you know, so far that, you know, Lakey's playing insanely strong in the Vod Command, you know. Maybe Vod Command gonna have a bit of vodka after, who knows?
We'll see what that celebratory vodka. We gotta get up in this bracket first, man. We gotta get up into that prize pool. Fourth place gets paid out tonight. Shouts to Marky with that awesome contribution. Now that we're at $200, the prize pool goes to fourth place. Lakey saying, hold on, I want a slice of that pie. Maybe we're going to get there, man. We're sending Baiken through the wall.
Through the wall, through the game here as we got Lakey up another round. Burst is not going to be available for Vod Command, but I mean, as we've seen, you know, Lakey's just been an expert at denying any burst usage, so we might not even be able to do it. Unfortunately, a bit too plus for that throw. So Vod Command has a chance, has an escape. Oh, there it is. One's all you need.
You know what, man? And Baiken really isn't someone to abuse that pot buster, man. But Baiken really does go for it. I think at yeah, I'm not trying to glaze my boy too much. He's got Jeekly in the tag. Can y'all blame me? But really good at timing those pot busters at good times, I'll say. But but Lakey on a hot one. but getting 2D'd full screen, god damn, man. Good stuff right there. Lakey trying to get around those Garudas, trying to fuzzy jump a potential pop buster from Vodka Man. Getting that pickup on the Yozansen. Vodka Man with that great tech, though. It's not just about blocking hits, it's about teching those throws, man. Look at those 2 back-to-back.
Oh, I like that burst on that charge dust. And again, you were talking about those tech throws. You were talking earlier about Vodka Man's just insane defense. And we're seeing that on display here.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a 6P.
Oh, we're active. I think we're still active. Yup. Try to get in with that 6K. Lakey with that wake up super, able to catch the recovery frames on that 6K, but the 5D is going to be the mix right there. We had that tether apply, but Vodka Man really comfortable, sends that 5D and gets game 2.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you know, Vodka Man definitely, as you said, definitely feeling comfortable. Because we had that YRC, we had that bit of invul that Heavenly Potemkin Buster actually allows us to have as an escape option, because even if it doesn't really hit Lakey, we still can abuse, our buttons like our JD and a lot of those Potemkin aerial buttons just to try to, secure that round.
Solid stuff. Shouts to Kaito Dandy in the chat. Like the EU Slayer, like one of the Slayers, not just EU Slayer, but said I'm here to watch Clone, but Kaito, I hate to break it to you, man. Lakey is here because they beat Clone 3-0, so we'll have to see. Of course, not trying to pick on her. We'll see her down on that loser side of the bracket, surely. Definitely don't want to be in Clone's path, especially that early on. Vodka Man right now trying to shut down this Lakey, but we're not going to get a chance with these air throws right here, man.
Yeah, Vodka Man, unfortunately, just getting opened up. Lakey going on a tear.
Yeah, I see Big Will in the chat, by the way. This is the Baiken Jeekly right now, bro. This kind of, I don't know what's going on. If you guys didn't see it on the VOD, had a little bit of a mirror match last round, 2 mirror matches, in fact. But Vodka Man being really patient right there. Of course, we're pressing far slash, right? We're active as fuck, but not really sending it. Just trying to zone out that Baiken a bit. A character that can be susceptible to that zoning right there, especially with that flick, man. Now, Lakey did check us earlier with that far slash, but Vodka Man got some better spacing here, I'd say.
Yeah, and that's something we've seen Vodka Man kind of purposely do, is trying to work with that spacing. We saw, backdash just barely out of some that tether range earlier, and that's kind of what allows, Vodka Man just to secure that round, evening up the set yet again, trying to take it 2-1 over Lakey, getting that advantageous position.
Ooh, Lakey, yo, dog. Yeah, Vodka Man is really active with these far normals. Lakey looked like they were trying to get a whiff punish in with that S tether. Baited you with the H Kafari and then went in for the S tether. But Vodka Man, dog, this is a lot. It's not going to kill, but it's definitely a lot of damage. Lakey in an uphill battle against a full health Potemkin. We do have some burst to play with, but that backwards Mega Fist is going to take us out. Vodka Man getting game 3 with a perfect.
I saw how much damage that 6H did, and it actually started giving me. I was flabbergasted.
And dude, I was saying earlier, Vodka Man, we're pressing buttons, we're pressing far slash, right? Or is that 5H? I don't know my pop buttons. You caught me. But we're not really sending it with the Mega Fist. It seemed like that was the perfect time backwards Mega Fist against that 2H. Great round start on that Pop Buster. I almost forgot that Potemkin had that move for a second, because we're not using it. We're not abusing it, I should say. We're using it at pretty good times, but Lakey fighting back here, trying to get in, but great counter hit. Lakey said, hey, I'm trying to slow you down my burst.
Yeah, and that's something I'm curious to see if Vodka Man's going to start doing a bit more is... you see a lot of the times in this this game 4, game 5, game 3 scenario, when someone's potentially on that set point, they start to play, radically different to try to throw off their opponent. So I'm wondering if we're going to see Vodka Man just, try to start sending it with those pop busters a bit more.
We'll see. I mean, okay, dude, on tower, any pop right there is either going to far slash or they're going to pop buster you after that YRC. Vodka Man literally did nothing on his own YRC. Said, what do you want to do? Now, of course, Lakey did win that round, so maybe that says something. We'll see.
Yeah, Lakey playing strong right now, but Vodka Man with a nice little fuzzy jump there, can be able to secure their own offense, and that tether working against Baiken. You hate to see it if you're a Baiken player.
Dude. Potemkin out here PRCing his shit right now. We're on set point. Lakey got thrown around a bit right there, but we do have that burst meter built up.
Heavenly PRC, like super PRC to fake out for the pot buster. Vodka's the best to ever do it. Oh, goes for that cross up, but Vodka Man with that insane defense you were talking about, techs the throw. We're locked in. Lakey just needs about 1 or 2 more interactions though. That throw's gonna be a good start, gonna be getting that burst back. Opting not to burst. Curious.
Ooh. We're getting slammed on right there though. Vodka Man is low HP, but we're getting in with that blue wild assault. Missing on that hammer fall though. Lakey with some slick normals right here with that tether applied. It's gonna be the kill with that OTG 6H. Solid stuff there from Lakey. I was about to say our first game 5. I already forgot. I forgot what tournament I was casting. Great stuff right there from Lakey, bringing us to our second game 5. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep track. Vodka Man with 100 tension, but we gotta put that in our 401k.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if, you know, Vodka Man's gonna start, you're just looking at it and be like, okay, maybe I need to, again, start being a bit more aggressive with that resource management because, you know, you can't take that 100 meter to the grave. It doesn't go with you.
Oh. Vodka Man trying to get out with some buttons pressed, possibly. Lakey caught you with that close slash, and that was a lot of damage even against Potemkin, bro. A lot of damage against Potemkin. We're getting another throw in. Respecting that S tether. But man, okay, dude, Lakey's saying I'm the grappler now. Getting that same side goes on. Some good block right there from Vodka Man. But Lakey kind of running it right now. We finally are getting slowed down. Able to actually, did we backwalk into the tether and then that pulled us forward for the pop buster? That was actually nuts.
And one thing I like as well, you saw that blue wild assault hit, and then you saw Vodka Man just delay that pop buster just a bit, so we actually didn't get that wild assault scaling. That is Lakey on set point. Call me a cyclist. We might be seeing the Baiken.
There we go, man. It's the Baiken out here, bro. Good just block on that Yozansen right there. Vodka Man saying, yeah, Baiken's like doing that JS, that Yozansen. Good just block, but Lakey picked you up in the next interaction. In fact, splatting you with the 2H, bro. That is crazy.
Such a reverse in momentum. I mean, we've seen Lakey just kind of have to claw back from the back foot against Vodka Man in that previous game here, but, you know, seeing such a difference now.
Ooh, good spacing on that flick right now, man. Lakey here on set point. But it hasn't been an easy match. We've been playing our ass off on this bike, and Vodka Man's going to have to take all this damage because we don't have that burst. But look at these blocks, dude! Okay, you can't block forever. Getting out of that corner with that heavenly. Vodka Man said, no, I'm trying to play this game. I'm going to flick you back. We're bursting this. We're bursting. He knew it. He knew it, but the force lap! Oh!
And we're on last game, last round. Vodka Man coming back from the back foot to tie it up yet again.
Oh my god, dude. Big Will in the chat that said no.
You can be in denial. It did happen.
Holy fuck, man. Vodka Man. Okay, Lakey, here we go. Got that S tether applied, blocking out this Potemkin pressure, bro. And that's low-key the downside of this tether. Look at that. Vodka Man got the soft knockdown, but the tether pulled you back into the Garuda.
Lakey has that burst. We might need to spend it a bit aggressively because we can't take really any hits here. We have that 50 tension to get that hard knockdown. But is it going to be enough? Potemkin's going to be getting that burst back. We have that 100 meter for that Heavenly.
Okay, we got Heavenly. We got burst. We also got blue wild assaults. But we got to do it in the face of this hard knockdown. Great tech right there from Vodka Man. Lakey has got tension to play with. Saving it. Oh my god, so patient on that burst, bro. Any one of us got our burst baited. but Lakey's so patient, and Lakey loves going for that S-tether throw right after, man. Throws after that S-tether every time, or at least recently.
And we see Vod Command just be very patient, very stalwart in the defense. I'm clenching right now. It's a single hit it. There it is, the 5P. Vod Command clawing it back from an insane first round. We got a couple players here that need no introduction. We got Jevil, an insanely strong player on that Johnny. But make no mistake, on that right side, we got SQ, winner of TNS 161. And I mean, frequent top 8er of the Jeekly. An insanely strong Ramlethal. Gonna be, you know, throwing some hands out here in top 8. I believe it's top 8 qualifiers. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
we're seeing immediately.
Depending on when y'all see this VOD, or I guess at least for those watching the stream, SQ been restreaming Evo Japan, so if you're curious to see some City of the Wolf, actually I think City of the Wolf just finished. Point is that if you want to check out SQ's stream, she's doing shit with Guilty Gear, man, so go check her out. Right now she's sending Jevil to the wall, but we're on this Johnny, man. We've seen Jevil do so hot in these top 8s before here at the Jeekly, trying to get something started, doing some awesome stuff with those misfinder cancels back and forth, but SQ is going to be the one getting this pickup. Jevil did just get that burst, but wisely going to hold on the way. Isn't even going to get the chance with that Mortabato. We're taking to the other side. We're taking to the next round.
Jevil not feeling like a hero. Deciding to just save that burst for when it matters most. But what a back throw here. Might be a beginning of the end for SQ, at least for this round. If we can't get back, just because we have no burst, we have that 50 meter to get that hard knockdown. Gonna have to block it out, gonna have to endure.
That was a sick route, Medicaid. I mean, look at the damage, but I mean, not only was the damage good, but the route was sick. Unfortunately, not getting that safe jump, bro. We were saying it earlier. Does Johnny even safe jump that? And I don't know. I still don't know, because SQ able to get that Mortabato in, and I like that. Didn't cancel into the JD off of that JH, which you see a lot of Ramlethals do. In fact, went for that meaty close slash instead. Great stuff on the ground. Now, SQ showing back a safe jump, but we had the PRC to keep it safe, but the back throw takes this first game for SQ, but I was liking what I was seeing from Jevil's Johnny.
I was liking a lot as well, and you know, Jake, the more I'm seeing like the Johnny IAD JH, the less I'm believing it safe jumps.
Yeah, chat, does that safe? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. After tonight's Jeekly, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. We'll have to see in an upcoming round. SQ, of course, getting that first game, but I was saying, did y'all hear me? I was saying Jevil been doing well in these top 8s before. We'll have to see. Instantly rooting for Jevil because they are a base Blue Lock fan. Rin Atoshi. If you know, you know. We'll see right here. Johnny can't safe jump most reversals. Well, there you have it. Twitch. I love Twitch chat, man. It's like having Dust Loop open. I appreciate you, Kaito. SQ right now blocking out this Johnny pressure.
Spending that burst a bit aggressively ends up working out for us here, because now we're just using that repressive Ramlethal pressure. Ooh, catches the backdash with that explosion. Definitely not what Jevil wants to see here. Another back throw. Jeek, we've seen Jevil be insanely accurate on these back throws. I mean, both these players have thrown this entire set so far.
That's a lot of damage. That may kill, bro. This is Johnny. It kills.
Yeah, this is dead. That is a dead Ram.
Good stuff right there from Jevil. Also having that burst saved up too. SQ getting that counter hit close slash, but I just called it out. Jevil had that burst, said, hey, I'm going to spend it pretty early this round. I can afford to. And dude, it's not every day you see Ramlethal getting spaced out. Look at that spacing right there from Jevil, but the rock gets the pick up. We're carrying you across the screen. In fact, we're going to break the wall with this one. SQ, in fact, going for the reset instead. Going to try to get you with that 5D, but great defense from Jevil to stay alive on this side of the screen, and the 6K gets us out.
The 6K just kind of standing it there, putting us back to the situation where we can outspace Ram. Oh, unfortunately, card gets bursted out, but we have 50 more meter. Ain't no thang. What a confirm. What a launch with that vault, Jeek. I know you see it.
Damn. We're going to see it here in this replay in a second, man.
Powered by the Marky.
Good stuff right there from Jevil. SQ with a really well-timed burst right there, man. We were about to get supered possibly through the wall. That was close enough. And unfortunately, SQ dying with that meter, man. Unfortunate. I mean, you can say that about any character in this game, but Ramlethal with the 100-meter, bro, I'm going to guard crush you twice. I'm going to get all my shit back with my meter. If I break the wall, I'm going to loot my positive bonus. But we're going to have to see what that looks like here in this game 3. But Jevil, man, doing a good job of staying on top of this Ramlethal.
Both players spending that burst very aggressively here. I mean, I feel like that's been a theme of the set so far. Is just honestly pure aggression. We've seen, you know, SQ spend that burst pretty aggressively in both games here. We've seen Jevil as well, just again trying to just immediately incur that advantage by spending the burst. Because I feel like, Jeek, what we're kind of noticing here is, I feel like the second one person gets on offense, it's just insanely impressive. And what spacing from Jevil!
Great spacing from Jevil. Great meter usage there from SQ. Blocking out these swords right now. I mean, these card pops, these mist finders. But Jevil finally gets that hit that he needs. We're going to take SQ through to the next round. That was some solid stuff, man. SQ had some really good counter hit confirms in that last round. But Jevil was the one closing it out, getting that TK finder. Didn't get that wall spot, but we're getting these resets. And dude, these are some really well-angled cards right here. Jevil showing you, I don't know my finers. That P finer able to pop the instant card toss right there at a really neat angle, sending us through. SQ has this burst, but we got to use it post-hard knockdown.
Yeah, and that's going to be the kind of rough situation here, because again, we've seen just waiting. But we've seen Jevil just be very, very, you know, smart with the spacing here. Because, I mean, might try to do like a little bit of that budget Nagoriyuki trick you see where they, instead of like Fukyoing back, maybe they'll miss cancel back to bait out that burst.
But this time we were able to get in, man. Great stuff right there. Real quick shout outs to the followers, by the way. Crantum, Nick maybe, and Straight Lurking. Straight Lurking, thank you. I know what you're probably doing right now, homie. Probably lurking. What's going on? Thank you very much. If you do decide that the type, appreciate you. But right now, man, Jevil finally weaving in some of those throws, man. Jevil baiting out that burst too, but wasn't confident on that burst bait. SQ with some really good delay on it. Jevil getting some resets with these finers, trying to pick you out with that 6K, but finally SQ has the Johnny in the corner, but just in time for Jevil with a really good tech.
Jevil unfortunately had that missed finder whiff, but it's a-okay. We're able to stabilize, going for that side swap, not able to find the mark. SQ is down a sword, so we have to maybe play a bit more patient, a bit less aggressive than we maybe want to. Going for that Morto Bato, we have a chance. We have 50 bursts coming up, so we can do a wild assault route if we need to, especially with that positive bonus coming back.
Ooh. Dog, what a good throw right there from SQ. Able to go into this positive bonus, able to get her swords back. That's huge. BRC drift forward. Oh, I would have thrown there. Jevil with a really good backdash. I would have thrown there, and then I would have whiffed, and then he would have killed my ass. But SQ very patient. Good stuff right there. She finally got something going, man. Once we had that Johnny in the corner, you know, the win percentage went up. But Jevil doing a good job of just not ever being in that fucking situation, man. SQ trying to get on top of you. And look, she finally gets that Mortar Bottle, gets the hard knockdown. Jevil does have some tension to play with, though. We got to see if we can do it on this wake up.
Yeah, that was a very excellent, like an excellent escape from SQ there as well. Because, I mean, if you looked at that risk, the second any hit connected, it was going to hurt. So, you know, SQ definitely happy to be out of that situation. We're seeing Jevil just trying to stabilize, and I mean, honestly, SQ's just not gonna let them.
Whoa, dude. That's a clapback right there from SQ, man. I've said it before. I've said variations of it. But SQ, when she's down games in game 4, she's got to be one of the best Guilty Gear players on the planet. Like, something about SQ being behind on game 4, specifically. No one's beating her, bro. Taking it to game 5, in fact, here. Great stuff. But Jevil, with those last two, man, that looked like an unbeatable Johnny. So SQ answering back, but this last game could be a slammer.
Good. I mean, if there's any set that's going to be a clincher, a nail biter, it's going to be this one. But we bait out that burst early, putting SQ into that card pop, able to get that wall splat. We have 50 meter to play with, so we might see, yep, those BRC shenanigans. Setting up that card, we're gonna be able to. Oh, doesn't go for the super.
I mean, damn, I think even Jevil was like, nah, that kills. My Ensenga surely does it here, but now SQ has a chance. Even if it is on a pixel, anything will take it. Looks like it's going to be that backdash leggy. Good stuff right there from Jevil, putting us on set point. SQ does have some burst to play with here aggressively for an orange Wild Assault if she gets in, but Jevil picking a rethrow on that card, by the way, once he saw that SQ was going to be swapping sides. That was some good pressure right there, and now we're actually going to back throw you back into that corner. SQ needs to get this Johnny back there so she can get this H-Sword stuff going. We got to see if it starts here.
For that cross-up flip, cross-up explosion. I mean, you're talking about starting... Oh my, we're going through the wall, getting set to the next area code here. Jevil has that burst, has that 50 tension, but I'm curious to see is if we're going to see that burst be spent. Yeah, I wouldn't spend there.
Damn.
Smart decision, smart decision.
Last round, last game here in Metakids. The second one we saw of these tonight. That qualified a top 8 of no, as well. But it's that anti-air close slash, man. Some characters in this game got that privilege. It's also that Johnny, that H-Sword gonna pop though and keep you jailed back here. The 2K gets the pickup. Jevil ready with that burst. Says, hey, I'm not gonna stay in the corner against this Ramlethal with the swords. And it's a bad situation for her, right? Because we don't have the swords to fight back with. Jevil's got you here in this corner. And in fact, we're going for the reset with these cards. But damn, that JH hit from the rafters.
Yeah, going from the top rope. Suddenly it's looking a lot better for SQ, especially with that positive bonus coming back. We're going to have that deflect shield online. Going to be having burst online here a bit shortly. And this might do it, especially with that RC. Get that windshield wipers. That is going to be SQ. Not doing it just yet. Jevil has one more chance.
Dude, and also it not being hard knockdown. That means Jevil gets to run this pressure for a second, trying to get out of that corner with that flip kick. PRC! And it's the jump JS, but bro, any hit there would have taken it. SQ, you know she's going, whoo! You know she's taking a fucking deep breath after that one, man. What a close game. Good stuff to both of our players, SQ and Jevil. Here we are, guys, in winner side top 8 of the Jeekly 57. You got the top seed to win the whole thing. Walter over here on that Millia up against Jeekly's own Vod Command. I'll try not to let that bias show, but he's been cooking on that Potemkin, always cooking. Used to top 8 a lot in the early Jeeklys. I'm going to keep it a buck, man. We hadn't seen Vod Command in a Jeekly top 8 for a little bit of a streak there, but just last week came in on the loser side, and now he's up here on the winner side, and that's against a top seed. So we'll have to see Walter dancing around here with some mix. Got poked a bit by this Potemkin, but we're getting things started with that anti-air close slash. Great stuff here from Walter.
Honestly, Jeek, the thing I'm thinking that's going to be, I guess, Vod Command's biggest strength in this match here, and something, you know, Walter's just going to have to find a way to work around, is, again, we were talking about it in that Lakey set, but just this amazing defense. Again, we'd seen a lot of those nail biters just, again, like, we're not getting opened up. I mean, we got hit by the throw there, but beyond that, look at the defense.
Bro, you cannot hit this guy. Great stuff right there from Vod Command, blocking it out. Man, I'm gonna keep it. If that was me, I'm mashing burst. Vod Command blocked all that out the old-fashioned way by holding down back, or just back, you know, for those overheads. We got Walter here in the corner. The low is going to be the hit. We were saying it earlier, Vod Command really not a spammer of that pop buster, and as I say that, able to confirm that Garuda hit into one and closing out this first game.
And again, it was that decision just to block out all of that mix normally, just the old-fashioned way. They'll let us have that burst to put Walter in that, frankly, like, tragic position of just getting bursted into the corner against Pot.
Now, I was saying it earlier before the match started on stream. I mean, rather, in the VOD. If you're watching the VOD, you didn't hear me say this. If you're watching the stream over there at twitch.tv/itsjeek, then you know. And Walter actually beat me to it. Plays a couple characters, man. Of course, the best in the world. The best, guys, on the Millia. But Walter got a top 10 Chipp. I think Walter got a top 10 Johnny. Walter just be playing this game right here. Vod Command also got a Chipp, though, so Vod Command knows this character, knows what Chipp wants to do. Does he know what Walter's Chipp wants to do?
We'll have to see. And I mean, one thing that might be kind of a boon, at least for Walter here, is Chipp's meterless reversal option that, you know, Millia just doesn't have. because you see Vodka Man try to go for a lot of those double Garudas, and it might be, you know, just kind of a boon to be able to try to get out of those.
Good stuff, man. Walter already having a good start, sending us through. But, I mean, look at that Chipp HP. I mean, Vodka Man really hasn't gotten an insane combo off, but we're already at, like, a third of our HP down. You know, you don't need... The HP don't matter until it's 0. And, in fact, looks like we're going to put Vodka Man to 0 right here. We're getting the first round here of this game, too.
Yeah, and the scary thing here for Walter is, it's that Chipp HP. Because, you know, Vodka Man quite literally only needs, like, 1 or 2 hits. Like, 1 or 2 just clean hits, and it's over.
Dog, that rope 6H right there, like, throwing Potemkin across the screen, I did not expect that momentum. Good just blocks. I said it earlier, man. You know, Vodka Man knows this Chipp pressure, has one of his own, and in fact, able to find that gap, able to press out of it. FD, oh my god, that's the first whiff pop buster I think I've seen Vodka Man do tonight.
Oh, not enough to kill, but goes for that DP again and is not able to find the mark. Walter trying to save it by any means necessary. And again, that's what I was talking about, where it's just any hit really will do it. Just need that one or 2 clean interactions, especially against Chipp, and you know, you're just fine. You're chilling.
Ooh. Dude, I think some of those just blocks right there from Vodka Man actually messed up the spacing for Walter's overhead Rekka follow-up. And it paid off for our Potemkin here. Walter, with some good spacing, able to backdash through those flick attempts, using that PRC to keep the mix going. And I like these fake tight ropes that we're going for, but Vodka Man going to call you out of it. Going to take you across the screen with that gigantic Kai. I think, damn, dude, we may be close enough for a wall splat. No, in the corner, though.
I was going to say, it might be a bit of a blessing that it didn't wall break there because we get that corner pressure, but Walter able to escape. Vodka Man does have that 50-meter, does have that burst coming out, and there's the Heavenly! Caught jumping a bit too enthusiastically. Vodka Man sitting on a 2-0 lead.
Man, solid stuff right there from our Vodka Man. Getting that HPB in there. Dude, first off, Walter breaking the wall from that far away. I didn't know Chipp had those. I didn't know Walter had those. Great stuff. We'll have to see, man. Vodka Man going for the HPB there pretty aggressively. Walter stepping off the stand for a second, taking a breather, saying, let me see if I can pull out another character here. We're going back to the Millia.
You know, sometimes it's what's familiar. You know, it's old, reliable. You know, even if the matchup might not be as great, maybe the player matchup is better. Because as you said, you know, Vodka Man does have that Chipp, has that, I guess, bit more intimate character knowledge. So I guess we'll have to see, you know, how Walter performs.
Man, if anyone's going to gap, it's going to be Walter. Like I said, like the best Millia. But I mean, this character, it's no secret, man. And I'm not Johnson, I'm not capping. I'm not, you know, I don't have any bias. This character can have a hard time against big bodies. But it's Season 4 Guilty Gear Strive, man. I'm going to keep it a buck. Love it or hate it. The big bodies are out here to play, especially Vodka Man here on this Potemkin. We're getting some same-side mix. We're finally... Dude, Vodka Man hasn't been hit this many times in one round. Holy moly. Good stuff right there, dude. Walter with some great mix if it's going to be hitting someone like Vodka Man.
Just got to throw all of the tricks out, see what happens. Go into your grab bag. That's kind of what lets Walter stay alive here. But I mean, Vodka Man's going to be seeing, I guess, a lot of the options rotated. Going to be able to try to hopefully adapt to them.
Here we go. Walter getting in with that awesome Compel JH. Look at these throws, bro. Like I said, man, if you're hitting Vodka Man, you're doing something right. Whoa, look at this stuff. Look at this stuff, man. I'm not trolling. I'm not trying to glaze. But dude, Vodka Man has not been hit this many times in one round tonight. In fact, we got a Millia perfecting a Potemkin, bro. Now that's gap.
A little bit of G and F on display. But the set's not over yet. Again, there's a reason why Vodka Man was able to get that 2-0 lead in the first place. Sitting very comfortable right now. because I mean the onus is on Walter to just make that push, you know, get that momentum going to be able to tie this back up and potentially take the win here in winners semis. But you know, gonna have to again fight the mountain that is Potemkin, especially Vodka Man's Potemkin.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? I at this level of play, the matchups do matter, and I think any random 1800 pot actually does have a good chance against any Millia. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't make the game or nothing, but we're talking about Vodka Man's pot, putting us here on set point, shooting us through the wall right there. Walter has got to get something started here, and that's how you're going to do it with that JH. Vodka Man knows it, spends that burst, feeling confident, try to go for that air throw. You got to keep that Millia out of the air, but Walter getting some stray good hits here.
Oh, Vodka Man choosing the backdash, sacrificing a bit of that space. Unfortunately gets opened up by that Bad Moon. We've seen so much mileage come out of that Bad Moon from Walter. Putting Vodka Man in kind of a rough position here, because if we can't just kind of hold the line, we're gonna go into the next round with a little burst. But a 5P connects, we're able to make it happen. Jeek, it might just be one more interaction.
Ooh, oh my god, dog. Getting hit by 6K feels bad. Oh, the H-Disc actually beat the HPB. We're still here on set point for Vodka Man, but Walter with a sick round right there with that HPB getting answered by H-Disc. But dog, yeah, okay, yeah, you had the burst there. Vodka Man was about to build up some hella red on your health bar.
Maybe gonna go for the burst there. Yep, on that setup. Does not want to get put in the vortex at all, because I mean we've seen Walter be able to adapt. It's a lot of those Bad Moons. We're just kind of getting hit, opened up by those. But again, we're able to escape. We have that 50 meter to play with, so this is insanely scary for Walter. That tap dust hits, and this should be enough. It's Millia health. That is going to be. Oh, we have the meter to RC as well, so we're gonna. And okay, it is enough. I was worried for a second there when the heat knuckle whiffed. That is enough. Vodka Man takes it. 3-1 against Walter.
Still moving on through this winner's side, guys. I was saying it for the stream. I'll say it for the VOD. If you're familiar with the Jeekly, you've seen both of these players win the whole thing before. RedIAmNot coming back on that Goldlewis SQ, playing hot on her Ramlethal. Also winning before on Elphelt and Sin. Shoutouts to the Jeekly, where SQ actually like 6-0'd or 3-0'd RedIAmNot, playing exclusively Sin. That was a weird patch. Anyways.
Oh, goes for that air throw there. Maybe wanted a JD and was unfortunately holding forward there. Either way, going to be letting SQ get a bit more damage, continue this pressure. Oh, that counter hit Behemoth, though. It only takes one little gap. That's going to be RedIAmNot quickly taking that first round here. SQ just barely building back that Wild Assault.
Red getting that security, but we're getting anti-aired back. Red able to burst that pretty confidently. But, dude, okay, not very often are you able to hit Goldlewis's period, including RedIAmNot, out of those drone setups. But SQ with a really well-timed JH right there. We're getting pulled around the screen right here, man. Dude, Red with a crazy round. And, in fact, going to end the round with that fast RC. SQ did have that burst, but that was so quick. I don't know if she even realized we didn't have a chance to spend it.
Again, we've seen a lot of bursts go towards the Roth IRA. Get some compound interest. But I mean, we'll see if it's kind of similar to the previous set we saw SQ on, where maybe, you know, it's that game 4 situation and we just lock in.
We'll see, man. We'll see, dude. Holy moly. SQ, I mean, you said it, Marky. That game 4 SQ, bro. I wonder if she's ever heard me say that on comms. I gotta send her a clip of me saying that. I wonder if she'd be like, what is he talking about? Here we go, Red. Here in the corner on that Goldlewis getting picked up. Oh my god, very confident jump out off of that H sword. And SQ spending that burst, trying to slow things down, but we don't have that H sword to play with. We gotta keep it simple with that 6P.
Oh, there's that rock trying to keep Red locked down, trying to build a bit of that risk. Not truly able to make it work. We got Drone just canceling out that sword. Not out of the woods just yet. SQ able to stabilize, able to continue the pressure. Tap Dust finding its mark. Not gonna be enough to kill, but gonna be enough to kind of put us in dire straits.
Hope the chat's having fun right now, by the way, guys. Shoutouts to the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/itsjeek. If you're watching the VOD, please come say hi one time. Would love to have you. SQ would too. She's getting around right here on the board. We got some familiar faces in the chat. We got S-Pick, we got Rev, Ganion, Big Will, Holy Fool. A lot of sub badges too, man. I'm humbled. Y'all are insane. Sorrel's up there. Big Will, Holly. Appreciate all of y'all. We all appreciate your RedIAmNot appreciating this security cancel change here on this Goldlewis. We got SQ here in the corner getting those overheads and getting the round win.
And I mean, we're looking to get to that 2-0 situation quick. We obviously, you know, of course, we don't have that burst, but I mean, in this situation, you're on that offense. You might not need it.
Oh, dude, SQ, you got to give her some compliments, bro. Has been on top of these 6Ps in this round, and in fact, we're gonna open up Red with that low. It's not a lot of damage, you know. We take those though. We got that positive bonus. We got that win condition. But Red, what was that super PRC right there? Medicated went so fast. SQ's got you back in the corner though.
Yeah, that was just that super PRC. Goldlewis, one of the more prolific users of that super PRC, letting Red escape. I mean, SQ, obviously, as you saw, was able to stabilize. But, I mean, we have burst now. We have, again, that tension's getting spent. And we're not going to be able to use that 100 tension, taking it to the grave. RedIAmNot kind of coming back from a kind of a rough situation to get that 2-0 lead.
But dude, RedIAmNot, ever since this season for Goldlewis, RedIAmNot has to be the most prolific and probably the pioneer in terms of getting creative with both the security cancel behemoth pressure sequences, but also the confirms. And literally in that replay, you saw both. You saw a pressure sequence, and then you saw a pickup to end the round. Excuse me. RedIAmNot, definitely not someone I want to be playing against in this bracket, period, no matter what side of the bracket I'm on. Of course, we're here on that winner's side. SQ trying to get something started with that JS. Here we go. It's that game 3 SQ, man. When she's down those 2 games, bro, she is a demon. We'll have to see if that's true.
So the lock-in might be in progress. We have meter to play with, but we get hit by that cross-up behemoth. It's gonna hurt. Not enough to go to the wall there. Oh, but we're going for the burn it down as the Oki, and it's gonna let RedIAmNot sit on a set point, looking to 3-0 SQ to get the double big body in winners finals. But I mean, it's not over yet. You're not out of the woods just yet.
Dude, that super for Oki is like that. I don't know, man. You need a 2-week ban for that one. That is crazy. That is cheap. Oh my God, we stole the corner with that set. Y'all are probably like, yeah, Jeek, SQ can do that. Ramlethal can do that. But oh my God, I have not seen that one. Is the recovery going to hit us, Medikit? No, we block it.
Yeah, that was a safe jab. You know, maybe this is where it was. It's not the game 3. It's the game 3 last round. SQ is locking it currently.
Ooh, getting picked up by that 5K though. Go block on that same side, but that slow behemoth catches the backdash. Good call out possibly there from Red. SQ gonna burst you back, and with punching that white wild assault. Great stuff from her right there, man.
Great stuff. Gonna be getting that wall splat. No chance to get a hard knockdown. Didn't have the meter. Went for that explosion. Either way though, this is looking pretty rough for Red. Might have to spend that burst.
Ooh!
It gets baited. SQ has the meter to make it kill, and that is SQ staying alive. Has to make the crawl against Goldlewis, however.
We got a game on our hands, homies. I was actually thinking Red was probably going to burst there to push SQ into the corner, but you know what? Red probably thinking that. Saying, hey, I got 100 tension to play with. She's probably thinking that. I'm going to hold on to it for a second. But SQ, man, SQ mixed us all up with that Red RC bait on that burst, man. She earned that game. I gotta hand it to her. Red does still have this lead. Still playing so hot on this Goldlewis. First time we're seeing them tonight. But that in order to qualify to get to where they are now, they had to beat someone 3-2. I didn't have it ready up here on the bracket. It was one of those Baikens, y'all. HackFraudWizard, who we saw win early on stream. SQ right now playing hot, sending right through the wall with this hard knockdown.
We see earlier, one thing I want to point out that was insanely, at least cool for me, was do a little bait there, having the explosion punish. Going to be getting a nice wall stick here. Does not have meter for that hard knockdown, so Red has a chance to stabilize, use a bit of that white wild assault if we need to. Not going to get a chance to, saving the meter.
I want to call it the Twitch chat real quick. I'm sorry, VOD watchers. I gotta talk to my Twitch chat. I got Temi, I got a Rashi Miraku, I got Snoop, and I got Red, man. I got all of the Academy gamers out here. Sorry if I missed y'all. And if you watched the bot earlier, we had cakecraver on stream. So shouts to all the Academy gamers, yo. How you guys feeling watching this open bracket? I hope y'all entered. Shouts to all the Academy gamers, that's our beginner bracket, who come out to this open bracket, yo. And don't feel bad if you don't do so hot in the open bracket. You go 0-2, you go 1-2. These are the best players in the world on the screen right now. In the world, I am not joking. SQ sending you through the wall.
Getting a tour of the world too from SQ, going to every part of the stage here. Looking to get yet another wall break. We see Red. We have that super PRC if we need it. We have that white wild assault. Oh, we're just backdashing. We are not wanting to hold anything. But there's that sword coming out, pushing us to that next game. SQ tying it up 2-2. Alrighty, here we got SQ just doing throws here in this game 5 scenario. RedIAmNot just trying to not let that reverse sweep happen, but I mean SQ's just locked in. Maybe Jeek's a little bit of a prophet when it comes to that SQ on the back foot.
Yo, SQ man. SQ man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm saying this. I'm not. This is no shade. I'm complimenting her. I swear to God. She plays pissed, bro. Like when she is down those 2 games, like I'm not a crazy Strive player, you know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just commentating for flavor here. But dude, she plays pissed, bro. She's down 2 games and she doesn't think she should be, you know. She's like, no way I lost those 2 games. You can tell, bro. Oh my God, what a good idea, Medikit, if we were just a second later in that YRC.
You know, I'm starting to see what you're talking about. Just try to send it. Unfortunately, doesn't work out for us. We have low burst. We have more than Red, but you know we're down around last. You know, Red's on that set point. Just needs to claw back from the back foot. We're gonna have that positive bonus streak, so we're gonna be getting that burst a bit earlier, but still a really unfortunate situation to be in.
All Red canceling those behemoths with that stamina. Dude, look, oh my God, look at that fucking damage. We didn't even RC, bro. Oh my God. RedIAmNot not going to take this one 3-2 in a quick last round, but what an awesome set from both our players.
Alrighty, everybody, here in our losers side of the top 8, we got a bit of a run back. Lakey had taken it 3-0 in an insane upset against Cloned earlier. Gonna need to see if they can do it yet again, but as always, on the other side of that screen there, as I had just mentioned, we have that Clone, that insanely strong Slayer. But I mean, you know, Lakey's just kind of running away with it, trying to, you know, show off that, hey, it wasn't a fluke the first time, I can just lock in.
Oh my God. Dog. We're out here touching eggs out here, bro. Lakey with a sick route. Every hit mattered. Got that S tether applied, Cloned right now. Trying to get up out of here. Shouts to Kaito Danny was in the chat earlier saying one of the better Slayers out there. Said, hey man, I actually picked up a secondary for this matchup. So apparently it's not so hot for Slayer v Baiken out here. Lakey right now making it look kind of hard out here for Clone. Clone trying to get something started after that overhead. Lakey with some good defense, though.
Oh, unfortunately jumps back right into that counter hit. We have meter to make it hurt. It should kill from this position. It doesn't. Commentator's curse. Maybe I shouldn't speak. Either way, though, Cloned evening it up with a nice little bite.
Clone took a little chunk out of that bike and said, "You got enough meat for me, homie. You don't need all that. You can't handle all that, homie. Give me some right there." Clone getting FD'd out here by this Lakey. I love when Clone hosts, by the way, because this song is fire.
It's so good. So I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's so good. Either way, though, as I'm jamming out here, we're seeing Clone do some damage. Looking to take that first game, but we have 100 meter. Gonna maybe see a bit of that fast RC. We get the... No, does not go for the throw punish here. We have a chance to burst it out. There it is.
Yo, I see you though, Lakey. Lakey trying to get that burst right there. Get the 2H from downtown. One more hit to take it. The YRC gets blocked. Lakey. Holy piss, man. I'm going to keep it real, bro. Lakey was baiting every defensive mechanic right there. Look, you barely saw right there. Went for the burst bait, but Clone was wise. Was patient with it as well. Lakey, dude. Lakey baiting that YRC. That's crazy.
Cloned actually just got mugged. Taking all the resources.
Shouts to Winty in the chat, by the way. Winty, if Winty's here too, Winty, dog. You saw the bracket tonight? Winty, you got to go back and check out the VOD. You got to see. I put the Baikens up against each other earlier, and I got Baikens in the chat too. We had Winty, we had Big Will. How we living, everybody? Lakey right now on a tear against this Slayer, building up this tension, bro. Look at all this damage we've dealt. BRC to slow down that backdash, getting this 5D route with the S tether. God damn!
I know you see the routing. That was insane. Just ran away with it. Did not let off the gas. Like, Lakey just feeling like the anti-clone machine right now. What a throw to start us off.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Here we go. No way I'm rooting for Slayer, by the way, bro. Cloned! You got it, homie. Let's go. Getting that well-spaced pile bunker to whiff punish that far slash. But Lakey with some amazing defense here in the corner. And dude, if you're going to have good defense against any character, you're going to need it against that Slayer. Clone still taking you out with, what is that, the 6H right there? Good stuff.
That little bit of a leg slam, though. That JS doing that little bit of an auto correction on the side there. I like that. We're just reading that backdash. Going to be able to get us a nice wall stick. Going for that super hard knockdown. Honestly, if I was Cloned, this is like an insanely rough position to be in. I mean, I know we have that 50 tension, we have that burst to play with. But I mean, again, Lakey's shown to just be baiting out every single defensive resource.
Ooh, and spending our own at the best times, right? Getting that. Oh, okay. Yep, you had the burst out right there. Lakey was about to take you out back with that H Kabari with the red RC after, but there's a gap, Medikid, and we had super ready. Lakey has the red RC. Surely we got the route. It's oh my god. All we needed was one to Tommy. Lakey is up 2-0.
Insane awareness there, knowing that we were gonna go for that stagger and just sending it. Again, call me a cyclist. It's the Bikely. Lakey taking us on the Tour de France.
My god. Yo, Unbiased here in the chat. Homie, were you in the bracket, my man? Unbiased here, one of the Johnnies out there. We got Jevil at least. Jevil's up in here tonight. We got some Jonathan gear. Here we go. We got Clone right now. Getting guard canceled there by Lakey, dog. That's the first guard cancel I've seen Lakey do. That's the first guard cancel I think I've seen on stream tonight from a Baiken.
Oh! Nice routing, nice damage there. Cloned has to claw it back from the back foot, but if we can't open up Lakey, what a nice parry. Lakey on set point to 6-0 Cloned.
Deflect shielding you back, but the S-tether still calling it out. These Master's Hammers, of course, you know, on block give you an insane amount of plus frames, but dude, Lakey hasn't gotten counter hit or mixed up by them one time. Guard canceling right through. Chat was correcting me, by the way. There's been a few guard cancels on. It's not looking at the screen. Lakey right here on this set point, counter hitting with that Tatami, with that tether applied as well. Able to go into that 5D route. Couldn't get that H-cap follow-up, though, and Clone able to jump back in after that deflect shield.
Oh, this is Slayer, so we just need one more clean hit, and that's what's gonna do it. That low scaling cloned. Never mind, I am lying.
Medikid, goddamn, we gotta unplug your mic, homie.
This is what does it. Oh my god.
Medikit, dog, Medikit. We gotta unplug that mic, homie. We gotta unplug that mic, my man.
Oh, everybody, welcome to our next loser side match here, the Jeekly 57. We got the Jevil you know or the Jevil you don't Jevil on the good old John gear. But we got HackFraudWizard, one of the Baikens, and it's apparently this week's Bikely, cooking up in this top 8 here. Starting out pretty strong, just keeping Jevil locked down, even though we spent that burst quite early, just not truly able to escape.
I think last week, y'all, wasn't it all Giovanna's? We had Creator and Classified. Now it's all Baikens. Also, shoutouts to my wife's mother, my mother-in-law. She watches the tournament sometimes. Shoutouts to D Rizzle. Love y'all. Anyways, I asked her who her favorite Guilty Gear character was, and you know she said Johnny. Bro, she doesn't even know, dude. Jevil right here, getting these throws out. HackFraud. Getting guard crush here, trying to get something started, trying to get out of this corner, has to spend that burst.
I think she just knows. Like, right, it's the video. Just pick a top team.
Yeah, pick it. You know what, man? Maybe she's on to something. This is a smart woman, man. Shouts to D Riz. I love you, homie. Right now, HackFraud trying to get something started. Getting that cross up Yozansen block. Good defense there from Jevil.
Oh, it finds the TK Mistfinder. And one thing I'm kind of wondering about is we've seen HackFraud kind of be a bit on point with a little defense, again, that parry and all that, but I mean, Jevil's been insane at kind of like baiting out defensive options, baiting out that spacing, especially in that set against SQ. So we're going to be curious to see if HackFraud's able to kind of overcome that.
Look at that damage, bro. It's a lot of damage. HackFraud got that burst, though. Said, hey, I'm going to save it just in time. What a good close slash on that vault, but able to BRC drift forward, able to call you out on that tether startup, has the burst ready on that 2K on block. Jevil keeping that Mistfinder safe with PRC. HackFraud has the meter to play with, and it's going to get that S-tether applied. Dude, Jevil hasn't gotten hit yet by those cross-up Yozansens.
We are just locked in. HackFraud not able to stabilize from that deflect shield. That's going to be Jevil taking it in a close game 1.
The Jevil you do, bro. The Jevil you do, bro. Here we go. Shouts to the Twitch chat, by the way. Kaito said, very nice far slash on that S-cab. There we go. Kaito, get on the mic, homie. We need a third commentator. Come on.
Yo, true. Hop on the
hop on the mic. Here we go, guys. Going into game 2. Oh my god. Okay, both of our players right there doing a little bit of a whiff. The far slash and the 2K right there. We're getting guard crushed back by that card. Great shimmy right there. Getting that counter hit close slash. HackFraud said, get off me, homie. I got that burst. But Jevil putting you right back. And dude, this is where Jevil was cooking earlier against SQ. You got to go back in the VOD. When we're able to keep our opponent guard crushed there in the corner with those well-spaced far slashes, getting those cards applied at safe distances, that's where Jevil likes to play. HackFraud trying to get on top of you, but great 6K there from Jevil to slow things down.
Unfortunately for Jevil, no punish on that parry attempt. Maybe just wasn't looking for it either way, though. Gonna work out for HackFraudWizard here, getting that hard knockdown. We have a chance to make it happen. And there's that 5P, nice little counter hit, hitting you with the hilt.
Damn. It hurts just as much, man. Steel or hilt, bro. Hurts just as much. Okay, cross-up Yuzansen finally hits. Jevil said, no, it didn't. Gonna burst. Jevil said no, didn't y'all saw nothing. HackFraud on top of you with that far slash. HackFraud just smashing that far slash, bro. And I don't blame you at the Tommy counter hit coming out. We're going to send you to the wall with this H-cab. In fact, we're going to go for that reset YRC, though, from Jevil. Let's just get an N-Sengo. Let's just get out of that corner. But we got a mountain to climb right here, Medikit. Maybe we will, but HackFraud's ready with that burst.
Oh, just instantly goes for that red RC to close that out. I was wondering if we were going to see a super, but just not. Either way, though, evening it up.
Did we, by the way, did we ever shout out HackFraud stream? We've been shouting out a lot of streams tonight. Is there a cooldown on that? Can we shout out HackFraud stream? I don't know if my man is streaming the run right now, but we gotta show him some love, bro. There we go. Yeah, hey, we're following Baiken's out here tonight. Go follow HackFraud as well. I know y'all already do, but he's been giving us a lot of raids recently, I believe, over here at the Jeekly, so we got to show him some love. Jevil changing the color of those coats here for this game 3, said, hey, it's a fine occasion out here. I'm gonna put on Sunday's best.
I mean, you know, this is here's the thing, like, you know, this is a better outfit than what Johnny had on for like the Kai Dizzy wedding and like dual rulers. Like, bro just showed up in the normal outfit.
Yo, Johnny's swagging that anime, by the way, bro. Johnny's so cool in dual rulers, I forget how he plays in this game. But here we go. Now this troll, I'm kidding. HackFraud with some good defense here. Blocking out.
Oh, speaking of good defense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again, it's like when I say something, it's like an ancient curse. The second I said that, there's a counter.
Yeah, we gotta unplug that mic, Medikit, bro.
Oh, nice back throw there from HackFraud. Oh, goes to that same side. You know, we were talking about Jevil not getting opened up by any of those cross-up he was on since. HackFraud maybe thinking the same thing, just going, you know what, it's A-okay, going to go for that same side. Jevil not looking for it.
S-tether applied. Shoutouts to Lakey, man. Lakey really strong with that S-tether and going for the throw after, but this time HackFraud going for the strike. 2H dancing just under that far slash range, though, by the way, to Tommy Red RC. Keeping that whiff throw safe with PRC. Jevil wisely holds onto that burst. We're going to the last round of game 3.
I mean, this has been an insanely close set so far. Seeing just some spacing here from both players, but oh, nice catch on that backdash, getting us counter hit. Jevil forced to spend that burst because honestly, that would have hurt, especially at that distance, at that counter hit, at that far side.
What was that, a throw? HackFraud did something. Jevil said, nope, super. Gonna end close enough for the wall too, Medikit. Goddamn, look at that damage.
Oh, just delaying it out. HackFraud not falling for that Insenga bait for the throw attempt there. But the burst ends up getting blocked. Gonna be getting sent through the wall and through the set as Jevil's currently sitting on a 2-1 lead to make it through to losers quarterfinals. Just gotta take one more game.
This Jonathan gear, bro. Yo, 6K PRC, that's a hell of a technique right there, right? Of course, if it hits, you get red RC, you get a bombo in the corner. If it misses, okay, whatever. I just crossed the whole, I just parted the Red Sea. I'm on the other side of the planet, and now I am actionable after that PRC. Jevil's showing you just how deadly that can be. Here we are in game 4. HackFraudWizard, tie those sandals, homie. Put that tether on your lock. Here we go, game 4.
Game 4. I feel like we've seen so many comebacks from that game 4 situation. I mean, mainly SQ, but like either way, I believe in the HackFraudWizard to magic our way out of this one, as we're seeing some nice hits here. Those far slashes kind of catching. Jevil maybe be a bit too enthusiastic to try to press out, try to jump out, and getting caught in the pre-jump frames. Either way, though, HackFraudWizard just needs one more clean interaction, and there's the 2H just sliding under that 5K.
Clean interaction, Medikit. That was a clean round, getting a perfect right there. HackFraud with some FD blocks trying to keep back this Jonathan right here. Counter hit to Tommy's going to line this one up. dog, that is some gnarly ass damage. Oh, I like that from HackFraud right there. Going for that same side low, I think it was. We got that 50 tension to play with if we get a hit, and it looks like we're going to do so off of this reset. Going to keep that Yozansen safe, but that deflect shield pushes back even the JD. The JP Red RC is going to take it, and we're going to game 5.
Count them up, chat. That is another game 5 here at the Jeekly 57. 2 insanely strong players. You can see Ganionze just say, damn, he's good.
Damn, he's good. Man, it's the Baiken Jeekly out here tonight, man. We saw Lakey keep moving on that loser side. HackFraud right here, gonna try to join them potentially. But dude, even if you win this match, bro, you have to go and play against fucking Walter. Now, I don't know about that matchup in terms of character-wise, and I already know Walter plays a few characters, but just the player, bro. Either of these guys going up against Walter, man. But maybe they feel confident. I don't know. We'll have to see. Jevil has the lead so far here in this game 5.
100%. I mean, honestly, if we're looking at that next set, I mean, we got HackFraudWizard on that Baiken. I believe Millia Baiken isn't that great, but on the other end of it, you got Johnny. And I mean, we might be seeing the Johnny here. Jevil playing extremely strong here. Very aggressive on set point now. HackFraud ended up getting caught out by that counter hit.
Here we go. HackFraud is not a hack nor a fraud, but my man may be a wizard. Here we go. Jevil getting called out on that backdash by that Yozansen, but that 6K so devilish. We got the tension after the play with. We're going to do so on that low misfiner.
Oh, nice backdash on that, H Yozansen follow-up. Gonna be getting sent through that wall. We have that burst built back up, so Jevil needs about maybe 2 more clean interactions. Either way, though, it's gonna be looking rough for HackFraud unless we're able to close it out.
Oh my god, Medikit, the YRC was full distance. Jevil said, I gotta burst that. The far slash whiffs. Yozansen gets blocked. The 2H connects. We're going to the last round. That Hail Mary 2H keeps us in the set and potentially will move us forward unless Jevil can answer us back now.
And the thing is about this last round, it is no holds barred. All bets are off. There is no burst to be found in this round, and HackFraudWizard is running away with it. We're getting sent through that wall.
Hard knockdown Medikit right now. HackFraud going to get pushed back by that deflect shield. Jevil trying to dance around in the air and air stalling with those misfiner cancels. HackFraud does have 50 tension to play with, but the backdash gets counter hit. Jevil gets this JH in. We got you zoned back. We're being so patient with the cards, and HackFraud finally gets that tether applied. Red RC is going to be the open up. To Tommy's going to be the hit. We have the tension, we have the super, and we have the set. HackFraudWizard wins this one 3-2.
Everybody, come one, come all. We got SQ fighting the Egg Toucher, fighting Lakey. We've been seeing a lot of Baikens tonight, each one of them cooking up in their own ways. But I mean, SQ just plays so well and so strong that we're gonna see if Lakey is able to kind of, keep this momentum going, keep the strong gameplay going, especially, especially in the hot streak they've been having recently. If you earlier on the VOD, you've probably seen us mention that they took Jack down in TNS pools. But not only that, I believe, I gotta pull up the bracket, but at the same time, they had another crazy upset. Oh yeah, 6-0 cloned. Yeah, that's just a little known thing.
Yeah, this dude, Lakey out here touching those eggs, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Great stuff out here. Lakey, if you see this back in the VOD, homie, can you DM me what does touching eggs mean? But also, I gotta say it. I said it earlier. Lakey wasn't even on stream. I was talking about HackFraud, and I was saying Lakey is so good at doing S tether and then throwing after, like actually 95% of the time. Every time Lakey's done it in this round so far. SQ said, "Who the hell you talking about? I'm the one getting the perfect." playing pretty hot against this Baiken, and we're even up on that burst. Well-timed burst, in fact, from Lakey, because now that H sword is off the menu.
Off the menu, but not for long. It comes right back, getting us netting us a bit more damage on that Mortobado. Now we got both of those swords back. We just got to hold all of this pressure. Lakey gets opened up by that 2K. That's going to be SQ quickly taking that first game with another perfect.
Bro, you said holding all that pressure, but SQ walked up and just got a little leggy hit on that 2K, and that's all she needed, bro. Look at this.
Like a real far.
God damn. SQ said, all I need is 2K. If no one got me, 2K got me. She don't even play a DLC character, and she said, I still believe in that 2K low. Guys, shout out to the chat, by the way. We got Creep the Sneak out here. Vod Command in the bracket, by the way. Oops, all Michiganders. I'm sorry, I'll figure out how to say that. Gibby's in here. Big Will. Shouts to Nightbot in the chat, by the way. What's going on? Void in here. All right, guys. I'm trolling. You know I'm trolling. Here we go. SQ trying to get some sort of here against Lakey. Spent that burst early. Lakey does have that burst for that blue Wild Assault if he wants to use it. But right now, we're getting 6P back.
Oh, there's that 5H counter hit. PR sees it just to either make the route a little bit easier either way, or just to make the route happen at all. Nice, nets us a nice bit of damage here, getting that positive bonus. What is a tension penalty? So we're just going for all of these overheads. One's bound to work.
If no one got me, the third Yozansen in the same pressure string got me. SQ, however, gonna go into this Calvados. That will be enough to kill Shirley. What was she gonna was she gonna guts crush you with the kickflip, bro? She's trying to style on your ass, man. You know SQ is streaming right now if she's going for combos like that.
You know, we're styling on it. You know, SQ playing a little bit of Tony Hawk's Underground. Actually doing kick flips over here.
Bars, actually. Bars, actually. SQ keeping that Daro safe and actually getting the corner steal. Dude. Okay, you know what? Heads up play right there from her. You saw her just doing the 2K and dropping the combo over and over again. It wasn't because, you know, she was, you know, accidentally doing so. Was trying to bait that burst from Lakey, but maybe that's going to matter here, Medikit, because Lakey did so much damage and didn't even have to spend his burst yet. In fact, SQ was the first one to do so.
But either way, you're not even going to be able to get to spend the burst. SQ closing out that game, getting a 2-0 lead, trying to just stop the hot streak that is Lakey.
Man, yeah, by the way, dude, Lakey been doing some insane upsets tonight, been playing so hot. But we're down here on this loser side, man. SQ gonna try to beat us up. Gonna see what she can do out here.
Just stuck in that corner pressure. I know we have that burst, but it's not a spot you want to be in. SQ gonna have that 50 meter coming up shortly here. Oh, we're just running out. No fear. What is a JH?
Yeah, what is that button? I don't know. Look at this. Oh my god, dude, we're linking off of that air hit JS. Lakey's got you in the corner, but that 5K red RC SQ. Oh, okay. At first I thought it was a drop, and maybe it was a cross up. Dude, if that comboed that cross up 2K into the H sword pop, that was about to be a Twitter clip, bro. SQ running you down. These lows have been going crazy, and it looks like that OTG2S, even without the sword, is going to kill SQ here on set point.
Yeah, Lakey just getting opened up, but not getting opened up in the start of this round. Looking to take it back, not get 3-0'd. But I mean, SQ just throwing out that sword, beating out that parry. We have a meter to make it happen, getting that wall splat, not just choosing not to go for Mortobado. We're saving it, maybe gonna go for a little bit of a BRC mix here. Doesn't even need to. One last hit will do it. We have that burst, but again, SQ is going to be looking for it. There it is.
The gold burst kept it safe, though, even with that PRC to slow things down. SQ only needs one more hit, but the 5H was too early, Medikit.
It was too early. We got to backdash it out, trying to play that spacing, and there's a far slash. SQ securing the 3-0 victory to move on into losers semi-finals here tonight. Everybody Again, we got HackFraudWizard. You just saw them earlier on stream cook up on that Baiken. But again, we have Walter, one of, if not the best Millia to do it. Currently trying to take down the Baiken, cut the number of Baikens down in that top 4. Either way, though, HackFraud with some nice defense here, gets hit by that 6P, unfortunately. So we're getting some nice damage here, stuck in the corner. What a corner steal, mix-up city. Oh, nice air-to-air there, just trying to keep locked down. That trade combo is going to be netting us a fair amount of damage. Gets hit by the Ozansan, forced to spend burst. If I'm HackFraud, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. Even if I lose the round here, I forced that burst out. A little bit of a resource gain coming from, you know, pretty dire situation. But Chad, you know, if we got some Walter fans, make some noise, sound off. I know Sorrel's in the chat. HackFraud though, trying to cut down those dreams with that tether here. Nice 6P, landing us a nice counter, nice punish, sorry. There's that RedRC stealing a little bit of that burst, but what a back throw! Not letting that tether happen at all. It's gonna kind of work against us here, letting Walter get a nice route going, nice conversion. Getting that positive bonus. Again, Millia with meter is kind of scary because now we can just kind of play around, be as tricky as we need to.
But with HackFraud doing that deflect shield right there, we don't have to worry about that burst anymore. In fact, we can just go for some crazy mix. The 6K was the start, but HackFraud with an amazing tech right there, Medikit, able to push back this Millia and get that pickup with that 6K to Tommy. Walter will have their burst back. We'll have to see if he decides to use it. Looks like HackFraud went for the bait with that red RC, and we needed every hit to take it. Taking it to the last round with the last hit of that HCAV. Pretty solid stuff, but Walter has the burst advantage here. We'll have to see if it matters.
Yeah, Walter feeling pretty confident just in that decision there to not burst, because again, you looked at HackFraud, you had that meter, you had that, you had the meter to come out there, so it's either going to be a hard bait or an early super, so I agree with that decision making. Either way though, we're seeing HackFraud just kind of run some of that really lethal Baiken pressure here. Unfortunately, Far Slash is not going to find its mark, Jeek.
Not today, man. That 9-framer, 7-framer, how fast is that Far Slash? Walter said, I don't know, I'm going to winger you through. I got that burst ready if I need to use it offensively or defensively. Good block right there from HackFraud on that bad moon, but didn't get the punish after. Walter was ready with that burst defensively, but the damage here, Medikit, red RC to confirm it. HackFraudWizard gets the first game of this losers quarterfinals.
Locking in, trying to be the Baiken to get into our top 4 here tonight. I mean, taking it 1-0 so far over Walter is a great way to start.
It is a start, man, but I'm not trolling, guys. I'm for real. This is the best Millia. Walter can surely bring this one back from a 1-game, 2-game deficit. HackFraud, in terms of seeding, is at that disadvantage, but the way they're playing on this Baiken, man, maybe I don't know anymore.
And I mean, I know as well, we might see either that Chipp or maybe that Johnny come out, because if I remember correctly, Baiken Millia isn't the greatest for Millia. So we're going to have to see if Walter decides that, you know, maybe it's time to make the switch up if HackFraud secures this game.
Oh my god. Able to get that whiff punish on the throw with the PRC. Close slash for that counter hit. HackFraud getting that cross up Uzansen block, but Walter waiting to take their turn back, going for the low as the mix. HackFraud actually going to save this burst, it looks like, and wise to do so because Walter ended up dropping that combo, and then we had it ready on the reset.
Oh, there's that Capel. We're going to be able to set up that H-Disc. Which way are we blocking? The correct way, apparently. HackFraud with the defense, getting a nice air-to-air confirm to secure the round.
Dog, when have you seen a Baiken press JK outside of the first time they've ever pressed it? You know what I mean? And HackFraud is using that button as the best air-to-air I've ever seen, converting off of it as well, showing you the niche use of that tool, taking that round against Oni's Walter.
Chad, I know you saw that, Jeek. I know you saw that unfortunate moment where, you know, it's that tether just ruining your day because that just pulled that Artemis attempt just right in front of Baiken, netting HackFraud a fair amount of damage to the point where one more clean interaction will do it, but not gonna happen though. Walter staying alive, not letting that 2-0 happen just yet. But I mean, look at the burst deficit, Jeek. It's gonna be hard.
We'll see, man. HackFraud does have that burst either defensively or offensively. The cross-up Yozansen this time in the same situation connects. The no mix. Look at this damage. Walter will have the... I mean, I was about to say they will have the burst on the other side, but I don't know if it's going to matter, man. Look how low the HP is at this point. That Bad Moon gets YRC'd. 2H Hail Mary takes this round 2. HackFraudWizard on a come-up.
We have been cooking out here tonight. It's the cookout. And you know, HackFraud's serving us all up.
God damn, dude. HackFraud, like a well-seasoned kielbasa, throwing us onto a well-oiled grill, and you know that shit's at 400 degrees. HackFraud trying to check with that far slash. Walter getting picked up right here.
Oh, 2K low profiling the Escabari. No tether set up just yet, but it's A-okay. The 6P finds its mark regardless. You're gonna be putting the HackFraud vortex eventually. Oh, nice burst on that dash cancel there. Maybe a bit of a hero burst, at least looking at the life total. Especially with that tether applied, you just gotta be careful.
Okay, HackFraud said, wait, you haven't seen Baiken JK, by the way? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, HackFraud has done Baiken JK 6 times in this round alone. Walter getting the pickup, though. Getting that Bad Moon corner carry right here. The Capella is going to be the death dealer, sending you through. HackFraud does have some burst and meter to play with. We'll have to see if he decides to do so. Has basically 100 tension. Walter, unfortunately, dropping it again, but this time able to close it out with that JH. Good stuff right there. HackFraud does have this burst to play with.
Yeah, and one thing about Walter bursting where they did is, you know, again, they took the round, but at the same time, because of how many interactions it took for that to happen, look at the burst. You know, Walter about has that back, and that's going to be insane, especially against HackFraudWizard, where it feels like, you know, one interaction goes wrong for Walter, and it's dire.
Dude, you know what's dire is those pickups off of that counter hit JS, linking after into that JP. Walter does have burst, and you know what? We're probably going to hold it because we're only... You know, we're actually up around is what I'm trying to communicate here. Walter does have that tension. Oh my god, that run up 6P red RC. Yo, if you're a Millia player, you gotta do that run up 6P, bro. You're the best Millia player in the world. I know you're doing that run up 6P. HackFraud has 100 tension Medikin, but we're not gonna see it because Walter takes this game 3 like a boss.
Amazing gameplay here. You know, it's the data rounds. You know, it's that data. You know how you're going to want to approach that neutral. You know how you're going to want to approach that defense. Because, I mean, Walter got opened up, but it was feeling a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident.
B-Labs with that exclamation point bracket. Y'all, if you're in the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/itsjeek, bro. You got to come check us out if you're watching the VODs, if you're a VOD watcher. If you're a VOD watcher, comment right now. Tell me your favorite color. And then also tell me your second favorite color. I want to know both. You know it.
And if you're a live viewer, I'm going to need you to type in !Matcherino and claim those codes. We got 34 remaining, adds 25 cents to the prize pool and takes just a bit of your time. And if you can, if you've already claimed your code, again, call your grandma, call your mother. Mother's Day coming up. All I'm saying.
Oh, actually, big shouts to Mother's Day, bro. Big shouts to Mother's Day. Y'all got mothers? I know y'all got mothers out here. I know y'all got mothers. HackFraud said, you got a mother? I got a perfect. Here we go. Going to the game 4. HackFraud's got this burst ready, but that counter hit JH is going to get a pickup. Great stuff.
And, you know, I'm seeing... And, you know, talking about mothers, I'm seeing the mother of all Baiken JKs here. I saw just more of them. Oh, and here it begins. Here's the vortex. But look at HackFraud blocking it out.
Oh, dude, that Yozansen was late as fuck, man. HackFraud getting that pickup. What side are we on? Walter going for that command dash special was really confusing with HackFraud doing that BRC drift forward. Walter, dude. Walter's
First.
Back on the winner's side of the bracket, we have Vodka Man up against RedIAmNot. This is Season 4 Guilty Gear if you've ever seen it. Now, I know we love to compliment these big bodies, but you gotta give a shout to the players. Vodka Man, with some insane upsets to get to this point in the bracket, has definitely earned his spot. RedIAmNot, one of the most consistent players I have ever seen, period. Always getting top 8s in these Jeeklys and taking out this first round on the winner's side. Great stuff. We're in for a set here, Medikit.
I think that's the most amount of either like stray hits or just like amount of times Vodka Man's been opened up, at least in the first game here in the set. But hey, I mean, we'll have to see if that changes. But at the moment, we're seeing the RedIAmNot gaming extravaganza as we're getting hit with those overheads to quickly close out that first game, not even getting to 80 seconds.
Medikit, I'm gonna be so real right now, and I'm biased. Jeekly is on his name. That's the fastest I have seen Vodka Man lose ever. Vodka Man has never lost that fast before. And I don't know what that means, man. I'm gonna be real. Again, I am biased, bro. Look at the tag on his name. But RedIAmNot with such a hot first round.
We'll have to see if Red can keep that momentum. Because, I mean, I feel like one of the strengths of Vodka Man is just once you pick up those defensive or those offensive habits, just able to keep it locked down. But, again, we'll have to see if they're able to do that in time. Because, I mean, look at the damage, especially against Potemkin.
Dude, by the way, battle the 2Ps out here. Both these characters have insane ass 2Ps, but that super is going to come out. I saw Vodka Man with that 5P, and it connects. Look at that damage. Oh my god, from the rafters, by the way. Tried to use that RC to turn that into a combo after, but Vodka Man getting in with this gigantic Kai, the Garuda for the mix. The PRC keeping that 6P safe. RedIAmNot getting the minigun though, and able to use all that security to secure that round. That was looking kind of close there, Medikit.
You know, one thing I want to say is I admire Red's like confidence in just going. It's like, oh, okay, it didn't work. It's gonna work the third time. Because on that super PRC, I saw like 3 or like 2, at least minimum 2 other attempts. So I just respect it.
Go! Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! RedIAmNot gunning you down out here, man. Showing that Negev on cash. You guys play Counter-Strike? Here we go. RedIAmNot taking you through. Vodka Man does have this tension ready, but that counter hit forces out that burst. And dude, look at this footsies. You have to play full screen at the threat of that minigun.
Oh, catches the backdash with that close slash. Throws the super PRC. That is going to be Vodka Man. I believe this is their first round against taking against RedIAmNot.
And thank God, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm biased. Look at that tag. We need a round out here, Vodka Man, but we're getting scooped up. RedIAmNot canceling that security, bouncing you off the wall, and gonna send your ass through after building up that 50 tension. Jesus Christ!
Chat, that's a lot of red. And I think Vodka Man's like starting to see red. There's a lot of blood in the eyes right now as RedIAmNot secures a perfect for game 2.
Dog. Vodka, excuse me, RedIAmNot qualifying through the last chance qualifiers bracket. And Red, hey, you watching this VOD, Red? Red doesn't watch these. Red, you're watching this VOD? I remember in the crowd at AWT, RedIAmNot beating Jeekly Super Noon to qualify at AWT, and dog, I was pissed. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. And here, RedIAmNot is trying to take out my boy Jeekly Vodka Man. Come on, have some sanity, bro. Have some peace, please.
Mercy, mercy. Oh, I mean, no mercy indeed. We're killing our friends guilt-free here. Quite literally in this sense. As we're getting a wall stick, not going to be able to get that wall spot because of that trade. Potemkin able to escape that corner. I feel like the biggest threat like around Potemkin is just the threat of Potemkin Buster is so high that a lot of the time what ends up happening is you go for a lot of those strike options and people are just so scared of getting caught out by that Pot Buster for their life savings that you end up just catching people with like 2k 2d.
Yeah, especially Vodka Man. Able to get those normals to the best of their ability, but spending that burst, man. Red getting pushed back with this Gigantor. Oh my god, what a well-timed deflect shield. Okay, this time we're not getting gunned out this time. Red also canceling that gun early, seeing that it was getting blocked, but confirming that counter hit into a round when we're on set point.
Red trying to quickly to grand finals. Tap dust, not gonna find it round start. We're having fun out here in the Jeekly 57. 486 finding its mark, but a nice counter hit 6p, letting Vodka Man kind of take a bit of a breather, recover a bit. But we're not out of the woods just yet as the minigun comes out. Bullets are flying. It's warfare, Jeek.
It's some kind of warfare, man. Oh my god, this is what Vodka Man needs. That drop on that security cancel behemoth. But the backdash on the... Okay. Vodka Man with that backdash OS was pressing that close slash, pressing that far slash, canceling that Gigantor. Kai, we pressed 2k though. We're getting hit. We're getting sent through. Still set point here for RedIAmNot. But Vodka Man here with some signs of life.
Signs of life. We have the burst, so we can escape. Again, look at the defense from Vodka Man. You know, again, I was talking about earlier, just takes a couple seconds to get those habits down, ends up getting counter hit out, trying to probably escape. But I mean, this is now looking dire. We spent that burst, we're still in that corner. That risk is cranked, but that is what we needed.
Oh my god, this birthday train is going crazy right now. RedIAmNot getting flicked back. Vodka Man getting this full screen slide head for that knockdown, trying to Kara cancel in those hammer falls. We got the tension, but we're getting gunned back, Medikit. I like that early cancel there from RedIAmNot, because now we'll have the security for the mix, or possibly for a confirm, to take out this Potemkin. But Vodka Man gets that punish on the White Wild Assault, but the Pop Buster gets backdash. One more hit could take it for either player. It will be RedIAmNot with a clean 3-0, putting Vodka Man down the losers and securing their spot in Grand Finals.
Everybody, we are at losers semi-finals here at the Jeekly 57. Both these players need no introduction. You've been watching the VOD, you've been watching live all night. We've seen SQ cook up on that Ramlethal, already slayed a Baiken before, slayed Lakey. But I mean, HackFraudWizard on that right side of the screen here has been cooking up all night. Insane upsets, insane gameplay all around. The mother of all Baikens. But SQ cooking up, get that counter hit. JH here, going for that PRC. We want to get that wall splat.
We'll see, man. I mean, big shout outs to SQ just winning TNS. It was this week was TNS 161, I believe, the one that she just won. But she's been doing other stuff, man. She's been streaming Evo Japan. She's been playing in City of the Wolves. So maybe this Baiken matchup may be a nail in the coffin for maybe HackFraud can pull out some tricks that she hasn't seen against Lakey. But this is a good start right here for HackFraud right now. SQ comboing you right back, saying, hey, that's just a fluke.
Just a fluke. We'll have to see if that is the truth. Because, I mean, right now I'm seeing HackFraud. We're getting nice counter hit 6p. We're opening up people with the Yo Johnson. But, I mean, if you're looking at SQ, if you're rooting for the Ramlethal, you're seeing that 100 meter. You're seeing it get spent. But HackFraud with the defense.
It looked like SQ with some good defense as well. Went for a tech throw, but it ended up turning into a back throw instead. We got that tether applied. Now we're saying Lakey is the Baiken that's going to throw that tether and then get the throw after. But HackFraud throws that tether and then goes for the strike. Able to clean that first game up pretty decidedly. But SQ is, I mean, I said it before, man. She is strong when she's down, bro. She is a comeback player.
It's for that lock in. You just when the second you're at the that back foot, right? You have to make something happen. You know, sometimes you just lock in. You just play out of your mind.
Here we go, man. Shouts to SQ's chat, by the way. Y'all spamming those twos? Y'all better be spamming those twos, motherfuckers. Press that two. Spam that two for SQ. Hack fraud. Getting that trade hit on that far slash. Bursting you back right here. Nice 6P there from SQ, but the parry comes out from Hack Fraud. Counter hit 2H, picking up into that H cab. Hack Fraud said, I don't care who you are. You're just in my way. I'm trying to beat you up. And SQ answering right back with this bread and butter, with this S-sword pickup, with that Morabado through the wall. That one's going to hurt.
Oh! A little bit of a different cross-up setup than honestly I've seen a lot of the time here. Okay. Okay. SQ cleaning up that round pretty succinctly here. But, okay, what a round start, knowing that SQ was going to want to play maybe a bit more patient here. I mean, honestly, Hack Fraud's just, no word two ways about it. Hack Fraud's just violent.
I said it earlier, man. He's not a hack. He's not a fraud. But he may be a wizard. Here we go. SQ. Getting that burst back from Hack Fraud. Oh my god, dude, that was a point-blank 5H right there. Goddamn, SQ unfortunately didn't have the tension to follow it up, but that was a point-blank 5H, bro.
You know, you see the big Ramlethal sword, and you're like, ain't no thing. I still got life. I got 100 meter. I'm just gonna send it. All right.
Wait, oh, we got PRC though. Never mind.
No. The explosion.
Yeah, the insult to injury right there. I saw the vision. Hey, I saw the vision. We had the meter after.
Don't worry, Hack Fraud. I saw the Twitter clip.
Well, to be fair, if she, you know, here I'm gonna watch that replay one more time. Hold on. She could have went for kickflip. She could have went for no special cancel, right? This far slash 5H, and then nothing,
sure.
or run up, right? So I see the vision. I see the vision, but today it was H sword. Good stuff right there from our SQ. Now, we're going to game 3. We'll have to see how we do here. SQ, now she was down, but now she's not, Medikit. So we'll see. Maybe she's going to get comfortable again. Maybe Hack Fraud will be able to come back out on top, get that momentum back in his favor. Going for that strike after that S tether. Going for that strike. Okay, but the one tap into the throw. That's a good adaptation there from our wizard.
Magic. Getting that 2H to connect. Oh, but SQ is showing us some tricks of her own. Gonna be going for that nice wall splat routing here. Going for that Morabado. You know, honestly, this is hard knockdown, this positive bonus for SQ, but if I'm Hack Fraud, maybe I'm not sweating that much. You know, I got that burst, I got that 100 tension to play with. We'll see what happens.
Medikit, I'm going to the Maturino. Oh my mother of God. Marky D 333 with an insane contribution, dude. I actually have no idea what to say, but thank you so much. Guys, everyone you see in the prize pool at this point, by the way, is getting a slice of that pie. I have tears in my eyes, bro. The prize pool is $300 fucking dollars. That is insane. I can't even talk about the match. We're on one hit for SQ, but she gets to pick up with the rock. Dude, Medikit, you carry for a second, dog.
I got you. You need the medical equipment. I am here. We got those swords. There's going to be no medkits in the house for HackFraudWizard. As we get the sword set up, there's the explosions getting to hit all the teeth. It's gonna hurt. Sent through the wall, but we have another chance. We have that meter. We have that burst. But the explosion catches anyway. Maybe went for that. Tried to go for a YRC. SQ securing yet another game. Sitting up, I believe, 2-1 right now. Looking to slay yet another Baiken.
Oh my god, man. That shit is crazy. That shit is so crazy, dude. Dude, you guys see me? That is crazy, Marky. What the fuck, man? Okay.
Bro's got tears in his eyes.
We're going to game. What fucking game are we on right now, dude? I don't even know. We're on game 4?
Game 4.
Okay, everybody at this point gets a cut of that prize pool, guys. $300 for a free-to-enter weekly tournament. HackFraudWizard getting just blocked on that Yozansen after that JSSQ, trying to get out of this corner. You saw her having trouble in that corner earlier against Jevil, but then when she was able to run her game plan, came out on top, and now she's trying to do the same against this HackFraudWizard.
6H drop, but it's a-okay. We get that tap dust, but no route. So HackFraudWizard has a chance here, especially with that 100 tension. We can kind of play around a bit. Oh, that counter hit close slash is just what we're looking for. Not going to be enough to kill. So you know SQ is going to take advantage of that Jeek.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Hard knockdown. And it looks like it's just going to be simple. It's going to be the far/5H SQ here on set point. HackFraud does have that burst to play with for blue wild assault or possibly defensively, but we're going to pick another defensive mechanic unique to that Baiken. It's going to be that parry on that wake up. Great stuff right here from HackFraud. We are down here, man. SQ is on set point. HackFraud spends that burst. Oh my god, HackFraud from the downtown runs the 100-meter dash, takes your ass out with a throw, get that tether applied, and 50 tension are going to send your ass through the wall. SQ is going to have to wake up after this hard knockdown.
Gonna have to wake up indeed. But it's a-okay. The nightmare might be over. It might just all be a bad dream, because we're going to be sending HackFraudWizard into the blender. Or we're just waiting after 2H, and it finds its mark. HackFraud's still alive. Not out of the woods just yet. The nightmare continues.
Yeah, man, that 2H with no special cancel after. HackFraud was able to punish with super, and to be fair, SQ probably didn't expect there to be a super, but HackFraud was ready to send it. We're getting sent through this wall. That's a lot of damage already applied. Still set point for SQ, but HackFraud can deal that damage on this Baiken with a counter hit, just like SQ is in fact getting on to us. That burst to push us back. Medikit, what's his next hit gonna be?
The next hit's gonna be death. Getting the lasers out. And that is SQ moving forward into losers finals here tonight with a 3-1 victory, slaying the both Baikens in our top 8.
We're moving on through this loser side of the bracket, y'all. You have SQ on a tear. Both of these players in the running for that money, for that $305 prize pool. If you want to contribute to it, !Matcherino in the chat to claim a code. We still got a few left, but it's already so high, and there's so much on the line. Vod Command 876 wearing that Jeekly tag, no bias, trying to show up against this SQ Ramlethal. Vod Command would top 8 all of those early Jeeklys. SQ top 8ing all of these later Jeeklys, so it's a battle of the decades.
You know, the strongest top 8er in history versus the strongest top 8er of today. We got SQ with that 100 meter, but honestly, we're already starting to see Vod Command's kind of stalwart defense. SQ just not able to truly open up Vod Command on those, you know, a lot of those mix-up options. Able to get a nice option here with that, you know, a little bit of that whiff punish, a little bit of that spacing with the far slash. But beyond that, you know, Vod Command's kind of just been locked in.
Oh my god, dude. Vod Command with a really well-timed back throw right there. SQ able to jump over that pop buster, and that PRC momentum on the flip kick gets us some distance away. But look at this spacing from Vod Command. Look at this dancing back and forth, bro. This is some fucking shimmies. This is the nooch. This is the guilty gear we all know and love this season for Big Body. Getting that jump in, chasing down this SQ, trying to go for that backdash PRC, but Vod Command was slamming that slash button.
You know, just sending the punches out. Fists are flying here at the Jeekly 57, but SQ still armed, still has those swords, that hasn't resorted to just blows yet, but we're going to be getting sent through that wall. Mordovato going to be getting those swords backed, armed to the teeth. Vod Command going to need to be able to escape, but not if SQ has anything to say about it. We're going through that wall yet again, breaking walls. Call me Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah. Here we go with that 5D. SQ going to take Vodka Man through this wall. Vodka Man probably going to save that burst if he's wise about it. Using that tension for the FD, trying to get some distance back from this Ramlethal. But I'm going to be real, man. This match is checkmate at this point. We're just letting SQ practice her combos. We're going to the last round here. We're even up on the resources right here. SQ.
What was your favorite part of the map there?
Say again, what?
What was your favorite part of the map there? I feel like we saw all of it.
Yeah, damn, we saw, guys, you can go to the Guilty Gear wiki and look up every piece of this map, or you can just watch back this VOD. Vodka Man spending that burst first. SQ has her own. The Michiganders, by the way, bro. I didn't forget. Shout out to the Michiganders Jeekly.
Michigan represent. Oh, the 5k stagger pressure. You're seeing SQ play a lot more patient against Vodka Man than you have seen her play against others. I mean, it might just be you saw Vodka Man just not getting opened up, but at the same time, you know, one interaction from Potemkin, and it can be insanely rough to recover. But, I mean, SQ has that 100 meter to play with, has that burst coming up, that counter hit.
Dude, that input, what the fuck was that? Was that HPB PRC backwards Mega Fist? I don't even know. More Bato hard knockdown coming out for SQ. Able to chase us down with that burst. Vodka Man's going to spend it back to get some distance. Dude, look at this. Look what step, block, step, block, step, block, step, block, block, step, block. Look at this man. Dude, he is blocking the fuck out of this Ramlethal. Getting Wild Assault into the corner. S-Sword 5D will be the mix. First round goes to SQ, but that was like 3 minutes, dog. That took a second for us.
I'm pretty sure that's the first tap dust that's found its mark. But Vodka Man is just blocking it out, only getting hit by that last one.
JSab, Diane, thank you for those follows, by the way. I appreciate y'all. Shouts to the channel, twitch.tv/itsjeek. If you guys want to catch us live, I appreciate y'all watching the VOD. If you're a VOD watcher, I appreciate y'all regardless. Appreciate y'all. Here we go. Bachman gonna flick you back. Medkit, you having fun, man? Dude, this loser's final has been insane. This has been a crazy Jeekly so far, my guy.
Yeah, I think watching Vodka Man has, like, it's made me root for a Potemkin player, and I'm not sure what this says about me. Either way, though, I mean, it's been some of the most fun gear I've seen in a hot minute.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna say it for the record. Same. Dude, I've never wanted a Potemkin to win more. SQ, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, I'm biased. Do you see his tag? But no, big shouts to SQ, huge supporter of the Jeekly recently. Right now, she's getting thrown around with this pop buster. Bachman does have that 50 tension to play with, tries to do so with that close slash, but SQ answering back with that mortar Bato, gonna burst back at that Bachman, able to space out those flicks, didn't get the kill right after, but did so with the throw instead. Great stuff getting that first round SQ.
Just playing that spacing game. We're actually just playing Street Fighter. Oh, there it is. There's the one interaction SQ's needs. Gonna get that wall break. We're going away from Street Fighter. Now we're playing gear. We got that positive bonus. We're just sending it now. We burst on the super.
Great timing on that burst. I love how it says punish. Able to burst back that Calvados, but dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck. SQ still running her pressure. Dude, look at these five. What was that? 5Ks and back to back. And oh my god! That was 8 5Ks, dog. 2Ks coming out. She said, "Press a button, god damn it, please."
Damn you! Stop being so patient.
All right, count them in the replay. Hold on. Did I catch them all? Hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, count the 2Ks. 4, 5. Oh, I didn't catch them all. There was more. Okay, there was definitely more. There was like 8, bro.
One.
There you go. Okay, I am really loving the way that this SQ is playing it right now. This SQ, this Squirrel 187, she is cooking out here with gas. I'm going to keep it 10,000 with you. I'm going to keep it a grilled cheese with you. This SQ is playing hot. Vodka
SQ
Man.
took the...
Trying to get something
SQ
started
took
out
the-
here, Medicaid. What did SQ take out here?
SQ took the grill away from HackFraudWizard. Now we're getting the SQ, you know, getting the burger set up, maybe a bit of fried chicken, you know, grilled chicken.
Yo, probably get a parking lot hot dog out here. Shout out. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Getting that Mortabato hard knockdown. Shout outs to Dilbs. Getting that run up on that close slash. H-sword to push you back, and it's going to be that tick throw red RC to send you through. Loot that positive bonus that Ramlethal loves way so much. But Vodka Man has some resources to play with here on the other side. Oh my god, that was 4 close slashes, bro. Yo!
Responding in kind. We're just back to this patient neutral, this spacing game. I feel like I should be a golf commentator. Just be like...
Start whispering. Out
Yeah,
on the
true.
green, SQ is looking for Vodka Man to press a goddamn button. But... But his caddy will not let him press a goddamn button. Here he is with the 9, getting picked up.
Ooh, excellent counter hit from SQ.
SQ in the pit with the drive. Trying to get a birdie. Vodka Man with that forward mega fist. The crowd gets silent. SQ trying to get a hit straight in with that JH. She be dunking on those motherfuckers all day. Vodka Man
Oh, but
flicking
we're
us
able to
back.
flick SQ out. Oh, we're just jumping around. We're getting locked down. I get vodka, press a button. We're
SQ saying, please, Vodka Man, press a motherfucking button so I can take you out back today. Taking you forward with that deflect shield, crossing you up, but Vodka Man with some impeccable defense. 2H pushing you back. Garuda's getting looped back to 4th. SQ with a good fuzzy jump. Oh my god! I mean, excuse me. Oh my god, Vodka Man getting on top of you
excellent backdash.
with an excellent backdash.
Oh, nice birdie.
Birdie indeed. What is it? What is a 3? What is 3 over par? SQ got it. Here we go. Game 1 of this grand finals. It's SQ up against RedIAmNot. Getting this throw started early, guys. If you don't know how this works, SQ is gonna have to win 2 sets back to back to win the whole tournament and claim some of that pie and the $300 prize pool. RedIAmNot has already earned their spot up on the winner's side. They just need 1 set to take this one to the bank. Who's it gonna be? Put your predictions in the chat if you're here in the stream. Twitch.tv/itsjeek. Let's get it. Medikit, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time. SQ's having a great time. We're keeping RedIAmNot locked down. RedIAmNot escaping. Going through that wall. Mortabato. Dire straits indeed. 1 more clean interaction will do it, and that 2S secures the first round for SQ. I know the people betting at home for SQ are excited about that.
Yeah, we got predictions here in the chat. Guys, I've seen this exact grand finals here in the Jeekly multiple times before, and I think I'm off the top of my dome, okay? I could be wrong on this. No bias. I'm just going off the stats. Meanwhile, while RedIAmNot cleans that round up, I think this is SQ favored. Going off the stats, just going off the stats, at least here in the Jeekly. So we'll have to see. RedIAmNot, of course, been on a tear. One of the most consistent players I've ever seen, at least here in the Jeekly, getting top 8, going up to that top 4 spot, basically every time guaranteed. Same for SQ, though. So this is a battle of the Titans.
Battle of the Titans indeed, but a counter hit, close slash, especially with the meter we got, gonna let us about ready to close it out, but we gotta be wary of that super PRC. Got that laser set up. What are we doing? We saw a little bit of a YRC trick before. Not gonna come out this time, deciding to save the 100 tension.
Yeah, I think the SQ realized that her lead is so close. Dude, oh my god, that was gap. Great stuff right there. The Daro wasn't going to connect, and I wonder if SQ almost knew that. said, hey, I'm going to go for the 6P Daro, but only so that the PRC gets me closer to red and I can line up a more optimal combo. Goes for that close slash instead. Great stuff from her taking this first game, man. Hot stuff. Oh my god. And you called it too, by the way, Metakid. Hopefully we get to see another attempt at that YRC on the laser super, but SQ was just very careful there, and I don't blame her.
Yeah, especially because, you know, if we just do that, you know, the jump FD trick and just block out all of that laser, we then get to YRC on really any of the options except for, you know, the Behemoths RedIAmNot would present there. Then we still have that 50 tension to play with. So I like the decision making there, but either way, quit looking to the past, look to the present and the future. We get SQ sending red through yet another wall. Mrs. Worldwide over here.
Oh, SQ playing like crazy right now, but oh my god, great backdash on that security cancel Behemoth, and the 6P on that air Behemoth red. Getting called out a bit here on their pressure, right? Two options back to back. SQ unfortunately dropping her Daro though, and red not letting her get away with that one, making her hurt for it in fact. And Medicaid, that's gonna be a whole round.
That is not what you want to see, an unfortunate drop leading to RedIAmNot securing that round, but it's a-okay because we're just back blocking all of this ram pressure. Red able to escape, able to kind of establish our own offense here. One fun fact about that specific security cancel is that you can backdash it.
I just sat here with my mouth open. I'm like, okay, let me wait for the next thing to talk about. I did not expect that. Keep it 1,000 with you. Oh my god.
Insane. I see Cyril in chat say, calling it now. We go into 5 games. Here's the thing. We could theoretically get to a game 10 situation. Because again, if you're not aware, SQ is on that loser side of that bracket. So SQ is going to have to win 6 games against RedIAmNot.
Here we go, getting that pickup with that S sword. Red does have that burst. You know what? Well-timed burst, right? Because the only thing SQ was getting out of that was the positive bonus. Wasn't definitely going to not be the damage, right? Because that wild assault scaling. So red with a well-timed burst, but we get picked up right after. I gotta say, you know, maybe the burst, the idea isolated is a good one, but then getting picked up right after definitely hurts. SQ got you back in the corner in the same situation, and now you got no burst to keep yourself safe, and the 2K is gonna be the mix.
Yeah, especially with that meter, just to get that conversion out. That's going to be a quick perfect on the side of SQ. Trying to get up 2-1 here. Burst at about the same for both players here. Well, then SQ goes ahead and spends that orange wild assault, and there's finally the Strive Earth.
There we go, 6Ping back. Able to get that pickup on the H sword. Getting 5K, 2K back. SQ threatening a lot of throws there. Red finally catching on with those techs. Has that burst. They keep themselves on this side, but SQ gets the splat beforehand. Here, seeing you back, the flex shield to push you back as well. RedIAmNot on top of you with that JD linking into the 2K. That's a lot of damage, but not going to be a wall break. Good block from that overhead from SQ. The flex shield to get herself some more space. Only needs one more hit to take it. 2S is going to be there with the S sword. Trying to get that fake cross up. I call it a fake cross up, but I think the sword pop actually was crossed up. But then SQ went for the same side on the follow up. That's some crazy setups right there, man.
That's the yield anime. Jump over, air back dash. Yeah, I would have gotten hit. Yeah, I'm not blocking that.
Going into our game 4 right here, man. SQ threatening a bracket reset, possibly. We'll have to see, man.
We'll have to see, indeed. SQ playing incredibly hot right now. But this is something we say a lot of the times as well. Red is also one of those players, you know, we were talking about it with SQ all night, but Red is also one of the players where you can just be down a couple games, and then Red just locks in.
Yeah, I've said it, but Medikit's right. I've said it before. Red is one of those players, man. Red is not a tilt player, bro, and that is a very valuable skill. SQ in the face of that drone. It's going to get pushed back in. Red going to get this pickup. Not enough to break that wall, but enough to keep her back here. Going to get some throws, getting headbutted around. Went for that low behemoth, but SQ very confident she'll win this round. Goes for that burst. Red trying to close this with a white wall. That's all 2B to check you back. Good block on the overhead. Security cancels. Look at these blocks, but you can't block forever. RedIAmNot takes you out with that JD.
Red just trying to stabilize this set, not letting any reset happen. But I mean, we're just back in that corner immediately. SQ playing that spacing game wonderfully, just staying outside any of the ranges of any behemoths, any of those larger buttons, especially JD. But right now, it ain't no thing going through that wall.
Getting picked up, man. Medikit, look at this H-sword combo after SQ sending you through with that Mortabato. Not enough to kill, but dude, it's looking pretty good for her.
Pretty good indeed with a perfect. Those 7 golden letters. About to cash it in for a reset. Got 24 carats of gap.
Oh my god, backdashing that security cancel behemoth, bro. Crossing up with that kickflip on that S-sword pop. Red said, I don't want any of that. I'm going to burst it through. But that JH dunk right back and the corner steal. That setup is messed up, dude.
That is evil and messed up, and also most importantly evil. But you know what else is going on? We got the sword mix coming on the 2K. Not going to find its mark this time. Red blocking it out very well. Oh, there's that drone setup. You gotta play it safe. I like that backdash, and Red just sending everything.
That's a lot, Medikit. That's a lot of damage. If not, okay, I'm about to say if not a kill, but
that's gonna do it. That throw gonna deny the reset. Call Sorrel a prophet. There's the game 5 prediction coming in.
oh my god. Dude, oh my god. This has been one of the best Jeeklys I have ever seen, and it's not even over, man. We're here on Game 5, SQ potentially threatening a bracket reset. RedIAmNot trying to reclaim that throne as the Jeekly champion, all over a prize pool of $300. If you want to show some support to the stream, to what we got going on over here, exclamation point YouTube, please drop a sub. We run this shit every week, every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. I would really appreciate that, guys. Everything helps. If you want to help the players, exclamation point match arena to claim those codes. Here we go into Game 5. Everybody lock it in.
Lock it in. SQ's locked in, catching the backdash with a close slash. Because remember, again, Jeekly talking about that prize pool. Specifically, whoever wins this, it makes like 150?
Yes, sir.
Insane amounts here. That's what we're seeing SQ just lock in. Going for that PRC, gonna go for that wall splat. It's gonna be enough. On the verge of a set point bracket reset. Can she do it, Jeek?
Dog, we'll see. Those SQ fans spamming those 2s out there are probably hoping for it. RedIAmNot going to push you back, going to get that counter hit, but SQ was ready with that burst. Getting this S-sword on top of you. Close slash to push you back. RedIAmNot doing that backdash, trying to look out for that SQ throw that she's been representing, but in fact, she goes for the strike. Gets the pickup, gets the hard knockdown.
Oh, I like that spacing there, just trying to avoid that super PRC, but it ends up working out for Red regardless. And this is going to be a rough situation for SQ, because it's really the one hit we need. But the reversal comes out. We just need to lock in. There it is, just waiting out that drone, Jeek. I like that spacing, I like that backdash, but it's A-okay for Red as we get the throw. We're on last game, last round.
SQ does have that burst advantage, but RedIAmNot is getting this pickup. SQ will get that chance to burst here, and she decides to do so. Doesn't want to give that positive bonus to that Goldlewis. Try to go for that 6P Daro pickup. Nice trade hit there for both of our players. It's going to pay off for SQ here, trying to dance over that drone, but medic hit. We're getting counter hit, and we're going to get sent through this wall.
Sent through the wall, life total looking a bit more even. We have that 50 tension on both sides, but there's that counter hit. JH, what is a tension penalty gonna be getting sent through the wall yet again? But again, look, we have that white wild assault. There it is. We have some meter to play with, no resources now. Oh, we're blocking it all out. 2K does not find its mark.
Oh my god.
Coming back. It gets baited out, but the drop.
Oh my god, the drone through the H-sword block. RedIAmNot in one of the closest sets I have ever seen wins the Jeekly 57. But that one was a slammer, dude.
I hope you all had a wonderful time at the Jeekly. I'm looking at Nan making 44,000 channel points, and me play Bard making that bag of channel points on that RedIAmNot bet. Remember, kids, gambling works if you're right. Okay, maybe don't follow that advice.
Let's go ahead and give my man Metakid a shout. I'm going to be commentating his bracket, I think, this Sunday, so go check that one out. Check out the Jeekly. Check out the Clash Reunion in 2 weeks. We'll be doing some cool stuff over here at the Jeekly. Hopefully, y'all will be there. You guys have a good night. Peace out.
Have a good night.